Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of the Holochronicles, Chapter 11. I'm here with all my players. We're going to go down the row real quick, starting with you, Zim. Why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Jeff, and I'll be playing the role of Galactic Bounty Hunter Zim2Zim. Tonight's episode of Choose Your Roll is brought to you by taking everything from your car into your house. If you can't do it, you are not worthy.
One trip, baby, one trip.
Also, a good way not to get your car stolen.
Correct.
Quick, grab the bowling ball.
It's actually still out there. All right. Nindy.
Hello, I'm Casey. I'm playing Mediator Tindy, and when I'm not playing with these fine fellows, I'm the GM over at Anywhere But Now, a Doctor Who actual play podcast. It's a lot of fun. And if you'd like to play some spooky D&D or explore a tropical lost island, come hit me up and start playing .games. Cheers!
Hey, Casey, question for you.
Shoot.
In your Barovia, what happens when they depose Strahd of him basically becoming god of that dimension?
Well, I mean, I could spoil it, or, someone could actually play through and see what happens. But if Strahd is, dispatched and not just immediately replaced with one of the PCs, I think depending on how other things have shaken out during that table's arc, I think one of any number of things could happen.
Okay, because I was looking at the
Depending on who's
modules.
pulling strings from behind,
Yeah, well, because I was looking at the modules, only one of them has a quote-unquote good ending.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of ways to end it, but like...
Oh, no, I know that. I more meant like in Horde of the Dragon Queen, all you do is make Tiamat go to sleep. If you beat Tomb of Annihilation, Nidhogg's gonna end the world. Oh, no, it's true. The Lich on the box art of Tomb of Annihilation, Asarak, is guarding the prison of Nidhogg. So you killed the
fun.
jailer.
Liches are fun, man, just
They are.
conceptually.
Well, because, like, it's just like, oh, the death curse. Yeah, I think that was a deterrent. That felt like a security measure.
All right. Bridge.
Hello, I am the one known as Bridge in this game. This will be his new voice from now. No?
Unplug him and plug him back in.
I was going to say, wait, you sure?
Original
Oh.
voice.exe.
What the heck just happened? Why did I sound like a dork?
I mean, I saw Oppenheimer recently. He's a commie.
He is Zim, kill him.
Huh.
No comment.
Do you all know that he also had a Spanish mode on him?
Neat.
Hola.
It's like...
It's just the Toy
Hey.
Story scene. You gotta hold the button down. No, that's too long. Hola.
Amigo.
Just there's
amigo.
so many rose petals everywhere. What the heck?
Zim, shoot him.
Anyway. In this game, I am Bridge. In another game, I am Yordrick. In real life, I am Micah. You have killed my father. Prepare to die.
Like it is a 16 hit.
Technically, yes. I'd rather you not, though. Wait.
You say as a blaster bolt hits you.
Bang! Stop
Actually, if I used shield, it wouldn't, but I'm not gonna do
No.
it.
All right.
it. Howdy,
In this
howdy, everybody.
hypothetical- Sorry.
Boy.
Boy.
Howdy, everybody. My name is AJ, your usual DM extraordinaire, except when I do this, when I'm a quiet, angsty boy named Rykon Score, who's not really edgy, he's just powerful when he's edgy. So, I'm Space Riku. Have a nice day.
Oh, God.
I got a big car right here. Come on, man. I
That
have
is
the
true.
cloak.
Yeah.
Man, it sells
All right.
itself.
And I am Odin. I typically play Dahlia over in the Far and Wide campaign, but here I am everyone else in the world in the GM. So this will be fun because you guys did a lot last session.
We did.
That was a
Speaking
big
of
green
which,
eye.
Zim, you got that recap?
Recap. All right. So last time, a lot of stuff went down. was gonna say something else, but I'm not sure what the rating age range for this is.
Curse all you want. You just might have to put the word space in front of it.
Okay. A lot of spaceship went down. In an attempt to distract the Imperial cruiser that had shown up, Bridge made a spectacular demonstration of sending the group's new pal Dolly's ship over into their command center. If you want reference, watch Return of the Last Jedi.
There you go.
Then, in an attempt to further help the escape of the tribespeople, one group was sent through to travel through the tunnel, and the other group was sent to the other side of the tunnel to help them escape. In the process, the group has found that an Inquisitor is coming after them, and is probably the one Bridge intentionally, not incidentally, blew up. And now, as the group has gained one more member who is fluent in very many languages, which is going to be useful later on, and also has a new holocron to use, they are off to go on. They're off to go on assassinating over to a space casino.
Indeed. All right, to that point of inspiration, I'm going to just touch on one thing, is that before that was Tindy had a vision meeting a very popular figure in Star Wars. I won't go into too much details because you need to go watch that episode. But yes.
Yeah, no.
Is it
was a
even
trip
on
running into
YouTube?
Qui-Gon Jinn.
I'm been fucking lacking with the YouTube a little bit because I've been distracted by many things. That being said, though, yes, you were all currently just hit the hyperspace as you are now just booking it from Ossus. As you took the one last look at the very crippled Star Destroyer that you all have just decimated.
We're all just at the window flipping them off.
I was saying,
Yeah.
we cut to the group in synchronicity, pointing and laughing. Even Bridge has one of his supporter legs out.
Yeah.
Right. We took a ton of pictures for propaganda purposes of you can bloody their nose.
We're gonna put it on our Space-tagram.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna pick back up. You all are currently just sitting around the coffee table in.
Gonna put it on our space book.
Yeah, in the kind of lounge area. All of you just kind of continuously looking at the picture, laughing to yourselves. All right, you guys have
in quite a lot of pain.
yeah. You guys have a week's journey before you get to the casino. We're not gonna roleplay all of it, but you have anything that you want to do, learn, or say to anyone, now is the time. Otherwise, we're going to skip ahead.
I got some stuff.
All right.
Posted my stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Zim, yours is pretty quick. So yours is you want to learn arms tech implements. All right. This is a new form of study, right? You haven't started this before?
I have not started this before.
All right. So you'll be learning this through the internet because I don't think anyone else on the ship knows arms tech.
I don't even know what that is.
Blasters and vibro weapons.
I'm over at Rycon doesn't know what that is.
Let me just check Tony, because Tony legitimately might know.
Did they train him in the...
I imagine similar to cleaning your rifle in the army.
Unfortunately, no. He went into Astrotechs, which is robots, like Bridge.
God damn it, Tony.
Hey, we needed a mechanic.
You did need a mechanic.
We have no one to fix Micah when he breaks.
So unfortunately, yes. So roll me a general wisdom check. You need to be a 15 to learn anything, as you're just kind of looking up online tutorials on how to do this.
It's that same guy that
Zimzalabim. 19.
19!
Hey,
Good job.
All right.
Well done.
I want you to start a clock for me. It's going to be a 4-segment clock. Fill in one of the segments as you have found a pretty decent tutorial.
God, I love Blades in the Dark.
Segment.
Yeah, so you need to succeed 4 times. You've done it once, so you are well on your way to learning how to do this.
Yep,
Okay.
it's a Blades in the Dark system.
I will say, because it is a week, roll one more time, same DC, to see how far you get, because you do have a week to get there.
Zimzalabim.
Oh.
Mm.
Unfortunately, you just find a video that kind of just keeps looping on itself, and you don't catch on for like 5 hours.
It's one of those clickbait videos that keep
Mhm.
mentioning how useful this one skill is.
Yeah, it is.
And had a break every 5 seconds.
hmm Very much a cash grab. All right. So Zim, that's what you're doing. Bridge, do you have anything you wanted to do?
Two things. One, I was gonna work on the droid frame I have, but also I have the partial map to Tython. Would I be able to sort of take the partial information I have and compare it towards different maps that we do have and see if I can properly figure where that out is?
We have a straight up
remi-
map to it.
Yeah, I would say you know that through the holocron, one of the things in it was a map to Tython.
Yeah, your fragment's
I thought
now
you
just
just
kind of
told us.
obsolete.
Yeah,
Okay, I wasn't sure if you had told us that or not.
He did.
you can
I'm-
try to if there's anything else you'd like to try to figure out with that map, like maybe like is there a space anomaly that happens, anything like that you could try to go for, I would say. But other than that, yeah, you do know how to get the Tython as of now.
Okay, well then I'll just be working on the droid
All right.
frame.
Tony is going to help you this, so roll at advantage.
What do you want me to roll?
uh,
Astrotech
Yeah,
implement
Astrotech implements.
or technology?
We'll say Astrotech implements because this is working on a robot.
I'm assuming intelligence.
Yep.
A
16.
robot.
16 just succeeds. So take another on that clock of yours.
Okay.
And similar, you'll have one more chance to do this.
Can I do research into the place that we're going?
That is also something you can do, yes.
Such as like owners' general information about the location, that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Roll me a... let me see. A lore check. See what you can dig up on this casino specifically.
1, 2, 3.
11. Okay, you're able to find some stuff on this casino. First thing is, you're relieved to find that this is not a casino that is allied or owned by the Empire.
Oh.
It seems to be owned by one of the criminal syndicates. You can't figure out exactly which one. You're not able to dig that deep. And you know that this is a luxury yacht that still attracts a lot of the wealthy members in the inner rim who like to travel out to it to get away from the politics. Big money, lots of gambling, lots of drinking, and some reports of drugs that could easily be found on the vessel.
Okay then.
All right. Rykon, you wanted to do something?
I need to borrow Tindy and Tony.
Okay.
You tell.
Lightsaber school is in session, folks.
Welcome to the School of Hard Knocks.
Oh boy.
We gonna learn the fun form today.
Aw, I was gonna. That's such a shame. Okay, awesome. Bring it.
Hey,
All right.
you wanted to learn from me. Training begins now.
Tony's kind of pumped for this.
I take his
All right.
lightsaber and I hand him a stick.
He seems slightly less excited, but he's still kind of down for it.
Young Tony, do you like your nose on your face? Let's not cut it off.
You know, he's got a point there.
Indy's here to help with the basics and to learn. Yeah, Rykon wants to teach them Juyo.
Geo's formed 7?
Yep.
All right.
The one that is just raw aggression.
All right. Tony is going to have some
Cindy
difficulty
does a
with
so-so
this.
job of hiding her eyes their eyes widening at the offering.
Tindy, you're allowed to be excited. In fact, I require it for this one.
They shake out their wrists.
Yes. Keeping calm will, in fact, be problematic here. I will now request permission to monologue.
Sure. You will have to roll an intelligence check to teach, and they will have to roll a wisdom to learn.
Oh yeah, I'll flip that raw
love it.
coin.
All right.
Saving throw or just straight wisdom?
Straight wisdom. So he needs to roll the intelligence, so he can set the DC for what
Gotcha.
you need to beat. Granted,
Gotcha.
monologue. So
Listen,
tell me how you
that,
do
and
this.
I have a request for the rolling.
All right.
Because
Let's hear
Tindy already knows how to learn in a formal lightsaber setting, could they have advantage? Not me, them.
I'm gonna say no because this
I'm
is a
not
lightsaber
formal
form
teacher.
that you're not a formal teacher,
Okay.
and this is a lightsaber form that is very different from what they would have taught, an exact opposite.
Antithetical is the word.
I like that word. Vocab word of the day.
I do not know the meaning.
Antithetical, the opposite of. My word of the day
Yeah.
today was anathema.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Yeah, this is the opposite of. This is pretty much the opposite of Form 3, so I'm gonna say no.
Yep, so I hand them each a stick because they might. Either of them could impale themselves.
It is a highly dangerous form. Yeah.
Now, this form is channeling raw aggression and energy into every move you make. You abandon all defense as they cannot attack you if they are on the ground. Do you understand me?
Cindy nods.
Raikon
cool.
double checks the do you specifically little person defense.
Oh, which one? Because they both.
Well, Tindy knows the defense form, that's why I say it. It's quite literally the opposite of what you know. Now, follow my exact movement. As Raikon's basically go through a kata and just show basic form at like quarter speed, going slow, so you know exactly where blade go.
All right. Then roll me that intelligence check to see how well you were able to show this.
Blade goes inside of enemy.
Yeah, say, I'm not gonna do. This is a coin flip. I want this on the record.
Yeah, it is.
I flipped an
14.
okay coin.
An okay coin.
Tindy,
So
I
that
think your
means
wisdom can hit a 16.
yes, the DC is 16 for this. 21.
21.
Tindy taken to it pretty well. Tony,
Yeah, so
not so much.
Tony, sweetie, we'll learn you the basics. Pat.
Tindy white knuckles the stick in their hands and concentrates on anger while they follow the motions and attempt to copy them.
Say, Tindy, as you're kind of going through this motion and letting the dark side flow through you, you remember the days of the turn when the clone trooper started to turn on the Jedi. You remember the anger, the death.
Rage.
Mm-hmm. Picture every clone trooper that shot down your fellow members and think that they're in front of you.
Yeah, that stick's gonna break at some point.
Aww. You think those grow on trees? Oh wait.
Like
he's
at
just
the
looking
end
at
of
you.
the lesson to punctuate.
No,
that
no. It's like, do you think those grow on trees? Wait, they do grow on trees. Why were these expensive?
Tony looks at you. Who even gets these?
Space.
Base stick.
Now, can I? Because Jeff got to roll twice. Could I roll twice?
Yeah,
Sweet.
absolutely.
You guys can't do it this time. Nope,
yeah,
that's a fail.
Unfortunately,
It's impossible for either of you to hit 27.
it is. In his excitement of you learning this, he starts to really speed up as he starts to go in full on into
Yeah,
Jujo.
full speed.
And
I mean, I
it's
can hit a nat 20.
That doesn't
it wouldn't
matter.
it wouldn't matter.
Nat 20 only auto succeeds on attacks.
Yeah.
But
This one-
Fucker.
what's Casey's clock like?
because you are not a saber-based like force user, you are more about the force. You have an 8-segment clock.
That's fine. Hey, no, that's fine. We will get there. I've done worse.
Here's how the difference goes. Tony, who would be more specifically just lightsaber, much less of the Force, has a 4-segment clock. Someone like Rykon would have a 6, and you would have an 8.
So
I have a
I
6.
guess my question
Lightsaber's
is,
all I
where
do.
do I put this on my character sheet that I have one of
Go
8
to.
slices?
I would go to bio and put it on any of those, just because it's notes, like miscellaneous.
Fair. There you go.
Yeah. Yes, you are specifically lightsaber form, but you are a sentinel, so you are half lightsaber, half Force. You just do favor lightsaber more.
Fair.
All right. As that is going to come to the end, because Sydney, that's going to have to take up your time too if you're learning that.
Damn it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. As the final day approaches and you all suddenly come out of light speed as you see this massive cruise liner just in front of you. As you start making your way down into the landing bay.
Real swanky place we got here.
It's a very swanky place.
Imagine the ship has a name.
It does have a name on it. One moment. As you kind of pull up to the ship, you see written on the side, the Morning Casino. As you land your ship, it docks in the landing bay. As you suddenly see a figure start to approach the ship. They kind of have a clipboard on them. Looks more like an official. It's a landing bay. Makes connection as you can now walk off the ship as they are waiting for you.
Before Tindy leaves, they're gonna secret
Apologies,
away
I had to
the
dip out.
holocron
Fine.
somewhere in their room. Like if not a safe, then something that can be hidden and would need a damn good investigation check to find.
I would say that you can do two choices. You can either try to hide it in your room with a sleight of hand check,
Mm-hmm.
or the ship does have a secret compartment check, but it has a set DC for people to find it.
Ooh, do you want to
What's the
gamble or
DC?
take the guarantee?
What's the set DC?
15.
15. Yeah. We'll leave it in the ship's secret compartment.
All right. You kind of store it in there.
Plus, our ship's very guarded.
It is. This is also a place you can tell that is not, it's probably run by scoundrels, but it's not meant for scoundrels.
Now,
It's
Casey,
not entirely a place for scum and villainy.
did
Yeah.
Tindy have any dialogue to Rykon about the lessons or not? Just because I had to dip out and take a call.
No, although I'd like to talk about using anger to fuel the force with him at some point.
Roden, we got time for that?
I would say you have a little bit of time for that. You guys are still kind of. You say this is happening during the landing procedure.
Yeah. After you.
Thank you for sharing your wisdom with us.
It's just instinct.
They make a fist unconsciously. And,
Exactly.
Agree.
How does it
I can-
feel to betray everything you were taught?
Everything I was taught hasn't been of very much use of late. I'm learning that I have to adapt to survive. That means changing how I do things.
And that is why I despise your former code, not the people.
They raise an eyebrow. If there's anything, any wisdom I can share in return
More favor.
at an opportune moment.
I more require a favor.
We'll see.
The boy's basics are atrocious. Would you mind working on them with him?
Very
as long
true.
As I still have time for my own research.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, I didn't mean now. I meant, like, over time. Dear God, he's doing his best. He's
We
trying
all have our
hard.
skills and aptitudes.
And if he's
All
correct,
Yes, I'll be happy to.
good.
As you are touching down, I will also say, Zim, you feel a buzz in your jacket
Let's all check it out.
as you find the tracking fob that was given to you start to respond, signifying that the target is nearby.
We would like
I
to
haven't
see
heard
the
of the
baby.
target.
Yes. As you do not have a bounty puck, you do not have a visual description of them, but the tracking fob does come with some basics for it. The person you are after, their name is Brothmere. I will type that out. They are a Bothan, which I am going to put an image in the chat.
Many Bothans died for this.
Mhm.
They have a cream hair color, green eyes, around 5 feet tall, with a scrawny-ish build. And that is as much information as the tracking fob can give you.
Nice. It was 5 feet.
5 feet tall.
And what was the last description?
They are a rather scrawny build.
Okay.
Cindy hides away their lightsaber and turns their head to the others and says, casinos are going to be crawling with security. The last thing we need to do is advertise that we have force sensitives with us.
Yeah, good call, champ. Okay, glow sticks in the box, kids.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, very fair.
He'll put it in. He's just like, I
Yep.
got my blaster. I'm a good shot.
I
don't
leave
need
my.
it.
I give the commander the staff back. I put all of our excess weapons in the cargo hold. I take
Yeah.
my one light pistol for me.
So you also don't know what the rules are for weapons.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we have to like check them at the door, I'd rather just hand them this little light blaster pistol
Yeah.
than
Yeah, exactly.
than have to unload.
Why, that's just an old relic. I'm an antiques person, you know.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I said about your mom.
All right. You all put what weapons you can. Is anyone trying to take something with them? Zim, are you taking all your stuff with
keep
you?
a heavy pistol handy, but we'll happily hand it over if requested.
Yeah, so I got a light pistol, so.
It's more of, is anyone trying to hide anything?
Oh.
Sorry,
So,
didn't mean to
okay, here's the thing.
Oh, I have holdout
yours
pistols.
is built in. I will say yours is already hidden.
Yeah, I was about to say, I have a holdout that's just sort of hidden inside of me.
I was gonna say
Same with me.
I have Tindy, yours isn't a holdout gun. I have two. Here you go, champ. Holdout guns are easily hidden.
Because mine's just built into me with, one of my abilities. I don't
So
know.
all of you have hidden guns.
Yes.
I'm a
Yes, I have.
I'm a weapon.
Micah,
That's true.
can you put the damage die for the holdout blaster in chat, please? I can't look it up while we're streaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it's a D4. That's fine.
Fun, fun, fun. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And it has 8 shots.
Yep.
Before you gotta reload.
Now, Zim,
Marcel.
Yeah.
I will say that the last thing that your tracking fob says is the bounty. It is
Does
3,000 credits dead, 6,000 alive.
huh.
6,000 live.
6,000 alive. Double the bounty for a live body.
I just realized I never used my
Any word on
inspiration
who the
from last
buyer
game.
is? Who wants him so badly?
Unfortunately, I would say that Zim knows that in the world of bounty hunting, you don't get to know details. There's
Very well.
only targets.
It's
Very well.
it's Bridge.
Just asking.
Plot twist. It's Bridge.
It's
I would
John.
say that Zim, depending on knowing who gave you it, you could probably surmise though that it is either the Huts or the Pikes.
Okay.
the common suspects, you know. The
Yeah.
people with money.
The Black Sun don't want none of this. They're fine living in a volcano.
As you can see, the person's kind of still waiting at the bottom of your ship, not wanting to come on, obviously, out of respect.
Well, gentlemen, Rakon's actually probably going to take off the rebreather for this, so I don't stick out that badly.
Okay.
Just let's go have fun.
Let me just make sure. Let me just double check my inventory real fast. I have 3 power cells.
Good thing we became arms dealers. Having all these guns is pretty great.
Well, we have to start selling them first.
Hey, we just built up an inventory.
Which means we need to find buyers, man. We got to work on our marketing skills here.
Wow, just because I'm immune.
All right.
Anyways,
Speaking about munes,
you literally
as
have a
you
billion for it.
walk down the platform onto the main deck of the ship, you do see what seems to be a female moon kind of sitting there with a clipboard waiting for you.
Every time.
As they look towards you and they go, "Hello, welcome, and good morning. Are you
Right.
here to gamble?"
I'm here to make some money, madam.
Aren't we all? Now, is there anything that you will need done with your ship while you are here? Cleaning,
I say,
refueling.
Rykon thinks this thing could use a washing.
You can certainly try to
Probably-
pay for a washing, yeah.
Probably washing and a fueling.
Yeah, we definitely need gas.
It's about to say, speaking of fuel, how much did we go through exactly?
A
You were at a
lot.
fourth of a tank.
So
we are at the time in real life where, yes, go get gas.
So we got 7 out of 30 right now,
Yes.
depending on how we round it, because our base is 30. As far as food portions, we had 60. What are we down to now?
After a week with how many people you've had, let's see. You don't eat.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I want a droid crew. They don't eat.
The 5 times a week. So you're down to 25.
Down to 25 or down 25?
Down 25.
Okay, that's much better.
How much to refuel the ship?
Yes, I was going to say, how much for cleaning and a fuel? And a refuel?
Alright, give me
Well,
one
on our
moment.
sheet it says fuel cost credit per unit is 150.
Yes.
Well, I'm saying it to act, Micah.
The cost for fuel is standard, 150 per unit.
Units do we need?
A lot.
You see 23. You have, I believe, you had some credits on the ship for this, around 5,000.
Yes, I do have the group fund.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeff?
So we need 27 to completely refuel, right?
No, we need 23.
23, right?
Yes.
And it's 150 each.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That is 3,450.
Do we have that much money?
Yep, that leaves us with 1,550.
Okay, fill her up.
I'd say
I'll
we're
change it.
incentivized to find this person alive.
And the cost for cleaning the ship would be around 200 credits for a very deep clean. Get the dust off of it.
Do we all want to chip in just to clean the thing?
Yeah, I'll chip in 50.
Rykon will too.
Alright.
Money.
I will say that will affect any possibility the Empire find you, as that lowers any possible stuff, they could link to you.
Yep.
Tindy will put in for 50.
You too, Bridge.
I put the 50 down.
Okay. Yeah, that's enough for a nice deep clean.
Alright. As you have done that, and you have now going to have a clean ship. And fully fueled. She then looks towards you and goes, "All right, very well. I will simply go over the quick rules here for the casino. Now, the number one rule is no fighting. We are a well-established joint. We do not allow riffraff here. Any fighting will either result in you being kicked out or swarmed by our many guards. Do I make myself clear?
Very.
Good.
As Eldarian Crystal.
Now, secondly, and I'm sure this goes without saying, no cheating at our card game tables. She points to you, Bridge. Droids have a separate gambling hall. Understandably, that droids typically are able to count cards much easier than people.
Just an audible focusing of his one little retina thing as if he's squinting at him.
She stares you down.
I wonder what
She says it.
I wonder what the water fountain situation is.
Alright. Third rule is someone tells you to leave them be, do so. We do not allow drunks to flirt and or disturb other guests. That one's simply for courtesy. And fourth and final rule, please do spend a lot. I hope you win as much as you can. Enjoy your stay. Oh, one last. Nothing more than pistols allowed on deck.
Because it's a holdout blaster, Rykon looks unarmed.
That is true.
We all look unarmed.
It's the reason why she nearly forgot it. She's like, all right, yeah.
Ryan's just gonna look at her. We were supposed to be armed.
Some guests come armed, but we typically stop them at the front gate. You do look clean though, so good luck. As they move away to put in their papers for you to get refilled and cleaned, and you are now allowed to go about the deck, as in front of you is a little pamphlet with everything that has to do with the casino.
Magic show at 5 o'clock. Wow.
Yeah, you see
asteroid field.
You do see on there the gambling hall. There's a dance floor, a bar. There's a smoking lounge, restaurant near the top of the ship, a sauna / pool room near the bottom, some guest rooms for people who are staying on the ship, and
That's
a
on
storefront.
telecom.
And a small storefront with clothes and supplies.
Now,
Basic supplies.
Rykon looks and sees the gift shop is right near the exit. Every time.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
now, just quick question. Obviously, I can only gamble in the droid gambling area, but am I still allowed to travel with everybody, with any of
Yes.
these guys if they go into the regular gambling area?
Yes, you are just not allowed to give advice and or gamble.
Okay,
You're
good
good.
to know.
The
About to
jokes,
say, if I wasn't even allowed in there, that might be a problem for us.
the jokes are writing themselves.
It's not that they don't want you going places, it's more they just don't want to risk a droid counting cards against actual people.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was just making sure I was allowed to be around them.
Yeah.
Counting machines? Counting cards? What?
Rykon
Right?
pulls out a deck of cards. 1, 2. They kick him right out.
It's like you see a guard from the other side just kind of narrow their eyes at you, shaking their head. All right. As you kind of make your way into the main area, though, as the music starts blaring, this kind of weird alien dubstep kind of just blasting throughout the ship. You also hear on the intercom, like, step right up. You two can join the raffle. We have 3 fantastic prizes. That's right, 3 fantastic prizes. Come to the lower decks to see and to bid on your chance of winning 3 fantastic prizes.
I look up at the music. I look over to Sam. You ever miss jizz?
Right, that's supposed to be like the Star Wars
It's
music,
space
right?
jazz.
Yep.
Yeah, it's space jazz.
Yeah.
Disney tried to change the name, but I will not have it. I
All right.
refuse to say jets.
You were given free reign of the casino. You would say you'll notice that Dolly stayed back. Tony has come with you, but Tony is gonna look at all you guys. Go, all right. Well, I am gonna go search.
For
Yep. He's just gonna try to walk towards the gambling hall.
all right, above game. All right, champ, use protection.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm down to at least like check out the rifle.
Yeah, I guess there's more than one fantastic prize. So that's a change of
All right.
pace.
As you make your ways down to the raffle, you see a lot of people just kind of putting in bids for tickets for it. As you see 3 different prizes. One is a brand new speeder bike. It is fully customizable. It is very pretty, and you know these things are fast. They could get you across planets very quickly. The
Indy
next
circled the
prize.
speeder bike appreciatively.
All right. Next prize, you see a very large box that is pretty much completely clear. You can see inside is a single chip in it, and it just says money box, cash box prize.
Mm.
There's no number of how much is on the thing, but it's pretty good. Seems.
I don't trust that. That's just gonna be 1 space nickel.
That is the risk. On the last one, you see just a sign that has a picture of a ticket on it that says, "Win a suite for your ship. Paid and installed for free."
Sold.
Oh,
We needed one of those.
There does not seem to be any limit of what kind of suite you could get on the ship as well.
Sold.
hello.
So those are the prizes up. As you kind of look towards the box, up above it says, "Tickets for sale, 200 credits per."
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, we come back here.
Yeah,
We're at a
know that
casino.
probably
Because
makes
you
money.
What money we have and get one if we wanted to, it'd just be very limiting for gambling later.
That's what I'm saying. Well, Rykon's poor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go try the gamble. I will say, you know that the target is on the ship, but you have time. And if you're able to get them without being caught, you can still do what you want here.
My first
As-
inclination was that whoever we're after, it would be on the gaming floor. I mean, why else come to a casino?
I've gone to casinos just to eat.
Yeah, there's the food, and also we don't know if the person has a room here. Are there rooms for
There
use?
is also the possibility that they're on the high rollers.
Yeah, they could be at the shit. When was the last time we saw film Gold?
I don't know.
The high rollers room, but the only way in there is to have a 10,000 credit stake.
Buy-in.
There
We'll
are-
never raise that much.
There
That's
are
it.
different buy-in amounts, you do know, for different tables.
We must
There
resort
is
to...
one thing we could try to do before we start searching around.
Okay.
If we wanted to, we could try to, probably not the person that we checked in with, but maybe someone else at the shipping area. Maybe grease their palms a little bit and be like, "Hey, do you know when this person got here, or if they came with anybody?"
You got palm
I mean,
grease
we
and
got-
money?
I got 60 credits. That's not a lot of.
Oh
Not
wow,
much
I am
grease.
much wealthier than you guys.
I know I have 505.
Okay, Jeff beats me.
What the heck? Why do y'all have so much more than I do?
We don't buy things.
Because I saved money.
They went to the races.
That is true.
Right.
Yeah.
I lost money at the races. I forgot about that.
Yeah. It just occurred to me, you guys do a lot of gambling.
I
We don't have a
I mean, I was
problem.
going to say, I do have a bit of outside information when it comes down to gambling.
That is true.
simple bridge.
Right.
I rob you every night.
It would be fun to play poker here, or whatever the hell, sabak.
Yeah.
They got everything pretty much.
Use a little emotional reading at the table. See who's excited. See who's bluffing. That could be fun.
I could scare away the weak-willed from playing.
I mean, I could give information from the current Like a Dragon on how they were able to, like, cheat at blackjack.
Good. Kill
It
him.
did cause a whole chain of, like, giving signal.
Okay, looks like we all have ideas. Now we have to execute. Do we want a
Yep.
buddy system?
That'd probably be the best idea, just so no one's just by
Mhm.
themselves.
Okay, how do I want to split this?
I mean, it's normally Bridge and Rykon, so maybe we mix it up a bit.
I was about to suggest the same thing.
Yeah.
Bridge, would you care to accompany me?
Hell yeah.
Which direction are you heading exactly?
The sabak tables.
Sure, I can make sure no one stabs you.
You're so thoughtful.
Would
And
you
you're
rather-
very useful.
Say, would
For
you
now.
rather somebody stab you or where's the sarcasm?
I mean, talking with Bridge requires a certain mixed fluency and sarcasm. Like, we're just trying to get along, man. Droid.
Cybernetic American?
Oh my god.
Cybernetic American.
But yeah, I'd love to hit the sabak tables.
All right.
What is the name of the person we are looking for?
So I put it in chat. It is Rothmere.
Rothmere. Okay.
Yeah,
And he's a Bothan. Okay.
he is a Bothan.
Awesome. I can read you the full description.
Yeah. You probably
note
put her
taking.
in that picture.
All right. Can I make an investigation check? See if I
Yeah.
can spot any Bothans.
This would be more of a perception check.
Sure. Perception. 15, not terrible.
15. You're able to see a small group of Brothans, or yeah, or
Many
Bothans,
Bothans,
kind
yeah.
of just gambling around this table. None of them seem to be the target that you're looking for, but there definitely seems to be some kind of camaraderie between the Bothans here, so they may know something. But
What are they
as
talking
you do, one of them just kind of look over towards you, looks at you strangely, and then kind of goes back to the game.
How far away is he?
It's probably about 50 feet away. Yeah, he's not leaving. He's just going back to his game. But he did kind of look at you, kind of weirdly, like, "Why are you looking at me?"
I would like to get within 30 feet and sense his emotion.
I'll say, do what pigeons would do.
All right. Roll me, or I guess, click the ability.
Yeah. Stand by.
I think it's like the regular sense emotions spell where you can get surface thoughts.
When you power your actions each turn, and you focus. So you learn the target's familiar emotions, whether they love, anger,
Like
pain, fear, calm.
contempt, alarm, recognition.
You seem, or I guess they seem a little bit concerned by the sudden just attention.
Okay.
It looks like they're trying to focus on their game, which you get the sense that they're kind of indifferent about at the moment.
Mm-hmm. All right. I whisper to Bridge as quietly as I can over the din of countless gamblers. They're concerned that we're here. but I don't sense recognition.
Just kind of looks at himself and then looks at Tindy. Do we stand out that much?
I mean, I look around. I'm pretty sure I'm the only blue person. Yes, blue bald person.
There's a few blue people, but not like blue balls like you, no.
With piercing red eyes.
Yeah, you definitely stand out.
Quite literally a species not from this galaxy.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. In that case, I curse myself and turn to Bridge and say, "You're gonna help me buy some cool sunglasses later at the gift shop. Deal?"
Why waste the money? I could just make them back on the ship, probably. I got scrap.
All right.
What do you think I do while all of you are sleeping?
That is an excellent question.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
But the
Don't
information
have
you're
more
able to
questions.
glean from that is the Bothan. Yeah, sorry, I have to keep checking the species name. The Bothans, yeah, they do seem to know each other on the ship.
Okay.
So there may be a connection there that you could glean from, but with the 15, you also get the sense that they're starting to realize something ain't right.
Yeah.
And he
So,
specifically got
I
that
have
from them looking at him. At
It's
him
more
or
a-
at both of us.
It's more of them seeing you guys look at them and then going, people mind their own business. Why are they looking at us?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
In that case, damn it, I would suggest moving on because the last thing we need is to make them suspicious. It's not like they're gonna be predisposed to talking to us now.
All right. As you guys kind of move on, we're going to cut over to Zim and Rykon. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna let Jeff take the lead on this one. It's his mission.
Uh,
Rykon would like to gamble, but otherwise he's just sort of down to clown.
yeah, I'm sort of down to gamble, trying to see if like I can at least look around and get a peek. Maybe even try and see if someone else is cheating.
Okay, so this is not for the target. This is more just for gambling.
Yeah.
Since it is essentially gambling while keeping an eye out.
Yeah, like, hey, we're gonna sit at a table, and if we're gonna keep an eye out for the guy.
All right. I'll say one of you roll a gambling check to see if you win anything, and the other can roll a perception check at advantage.
I'll take the perception at advantage.
Say, alternatively, you can also try to talk to people at the table if for any information as well. So it's up to you.
How exactly do I do a gambling
Yeah,
check?
what's a gambling check?
So a gambling check would be do you have proficiency in any tools that revolve gambling?
I
dem-
do not.
Do bombs count?
Then no.
Oh.
My second question is, are you cheating or are you playing legit?
I'll start off playing legit.
Right, roll me a straight intelligence check then.
Let's say
As the opening pot for this one is 10. Or not 10 credits, sorry. It is 20 credits. 14. You break about even. You don't win or lose anything.
and 19.
19. All right. Check something right here. Yep. All right. With a 19, you kind of start looking around. We'll say you're at different points of the gambling hall.
Mm-hmm.
You notice the bartender kind of serving a bunch of the Bothans. Clearly a kind of a favorite hangout spot for this group. As you kind of gather that if anyone were to know about this Bothan in particular, it might be a bartender.
Mm-hmm. Rykon will now begin to describe the guy, asking if they have been seen. Or, actually, let me rephrase. I'd like to say that I have prior business with them, and that they told me to meet them here, and that I'm just a little lost.
To the bartender?
Yeah, so I can use my deception skill.
That you can.
May I? Do I have advantage or just roll standard? Or disadvantage?
This will be a standard check because
I didn't know if
Yeah,
big,
no reason.
tall weirdo gave disadvantage or something.
no,
I'm
but I mean they
19.
also 19 again.
I'm good at that skill.
He kind of looks at you a little strangely, just a tiny bit, like
Mhm.
deal with a Bothan, huh? Yeah, I've seen a Bothan around, as mentioned in your description.
So
Comes here.
I do give the name.
Yeah, it's Brothmere. Yeah, I've heard that name. Comes around here sometimes. Seems wiry kind of dude. You know, gambles a lot. Doesn't seem to win much. If he's not here, sometimes he'll head her out different parts of the ship. Sometimes to the dance floor. Never seen him go into the sauna or pool room though. Don't go towards the storefronts. Doesn't seem like he has much money, to be honest with you. Dance floor, likes to stay out here at the bar. Sometimes he'll go to the lounge.
Okay.
No.
So
Take a breather.
I just have the yes locations as dance floor, gambling hall, bar, lounge, and exploring.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
That is the
Rycon
information.
will
you
thank
end up
them and
doing.
buy a shot.
All right. The shot will be 20 credits.
Sold.
All right. You get a good thing of that.
Hey, as Rycon doesn't drink, but it would be very impolite to waste this person's time.
So that did affect something,
Yeah.
as they just kind of watch you go away. They don't seem to do anything after that.
I will find Zim and relay,
All
and then
right.
ask, have you won us our money back yet?
Speaking of which, Zim, do you put in for another hand while he does that?
Sure.
All right. Roll me another intelligence.
It's all of them. Damn it.
Ooh. No, unfortunately, you will lose the money.
How much?
It was 20 for
20
putting in, so you
credits.
lose 20 credits. You're at the lower end of the casino.
Okay.
Roden? Question. So just surveying the other people at this table, would you say these are hardened gamblers or people just coming to try something out?
Kind of a mixture. Any like hardened gamblers, you kind of figure would probably be upstairs in the
That's
higher
why I'm
bidding.
asking. Because you know the old adage of let the Wookiee win because the Wookiee was scary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would put in a hand. I'd like to try for let the tall guy in the cloak win. Now, obviously not saying it, but just putting the vibe out there with an intimidation, if I may.
Go right ahead.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 17.
17.
Because I'm
Alright.
playing a hand, and I'm basically put out the vibe of I'm probably not the best loser.
You put 20 in to play.
Yep.
And as you kind of put out this vibe, a lot of the other card players kind of looking up at you. Each one eventually just starts folding their hands as you win back 30.
Good. Rycon's that booze was paid for. Now, Jeff, should we move along? Not overstay our welcome here. I can
Yeah.
only scare them off so much.
Yeah. I will say the head of the table does look at you with a little distaste over that, as not a very respectful way to win, but it is technically not against it, so
Hey, some people has a poker face to lie. I have a poker face to make you lose.
that is true.
I don't have to win. You just have to lose.
All right. I'm going to cut back to the other group again.
Yep.
So, Bridge and Tindy, what are you doing?
We are gonna keep looking around. Bridge, any ideas?
I will also say real quick that you guys can relay this information via comms links. So you're able to be in contact with each other.
So.
So I will just throw this in there. There is also a good chance that they would comics just to further ensure that no one's cheating.
Probably, yeah. But Bridge, you need to check out
That
the
is
dance
true.
floor.
I'm not going to dance floor.
But there's one dance
Uh,
move we know you can do.
No.
Yeah, there's a good point. They probably not allow comms links chatter because of it.
Yeah, that's an easy way to cheat.
Yeah, so I will say that yes, you not gotten the information. I will say this though, by just looking around in this room, you probably gleaned as much information as you can. You can go
Yep.
elsewhere, or you could try a different method, whether by talking to people, bribing, or anything else.
Above game bridge, I have a dumb idea.
Which
'Cause-
is
Well, I have this here nifty ability called frequency scan, and I'm wondering. It's only technically within 30 feet of me, but so I don't know if it would necessarily do what I'm wanting it to do. I'm kind of wondering if I could find one of the terminals, and if Tindy could make a distraction, I get into it and just sort of check the cameras and see if I see the guy anywhere for the casino.
I've had an
Ooh.
idea.
But the concern for that would be Tindy would have to make a distraction, and I'm guessing there's probably going to be some sort of technology check to get in there and find what I need.
that there would.
I'm wondering if frequency scan could do it from range or not. So I don't know if that
No,
works.
I would say you need to plug in directly.
Unfortunately.
I did have an idea. Are there any are there any event bets going on? Like, are people watching stuff on screens going on in other places and shouting loudly over just winning or just losing?
Yeah, I would say that if you look over towards the bar area, you see a group of people currently just really invested into this like alien horse race that's happening on the television as they're all kind of shouting for the horses to get ahead.
I remember
Gotcha.
the alien horses.
I look around. What's the name of the horse that just won big 10 minutes ago?
10 minutes ago, the horse was known as Starlight.
Starlight. Okay. I find a ticket on the floor that's been dropped for being useless, and put it in my fist and look around to see if the boffins are anywhere nearby.
The Bothans?
Yeah.
The ones from earlier or a different group?
Either or, really.
I would say that the Bothans from earlier are still kind of at the gambling table. The one still seems a little uncomfortable, but it's starting to get more back into his groove.
Now,
Okay.
Tindy, before you do anything,
Yes.
Bridge has not really brought up the idea to you, and he's not even sure if it's a good idea. That's why he hasn't brought it up yet. So if you were going to make a
Okay.
distraction, he's not gung ho on the plan yet. If that's
No,
what
no,
you
no,
were-
no, not a distraction. Another way of finding him.
Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
gonna try and lie to them and say that he won a bet I lost and now I owe him money. That's why I was looking at them playing.
All right.
And,
that would be a deception check.
Yes. Well, it could be a deception check, or it could be something a little slippery.
I'm listening.
Go on.
Like, I would love to use coerce mind and say, I'm hoping you can tell me where so-and-so is. I owe him money on a horse race.
Okay.
Not a bad idea.
I will say that you can use that force ability if you want. It will
only
result
thinking
in
is-
a different kind. It could result in a different kind of roll.
Okay.
So I will say roll a deception check at advantage if you're using that ability with it.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to try and grease my odds here. Wahaha. Okay, so deception with a little extra force whammy. Hang on, let me spend the points first. Because we are good. Okay, and this is deception.
Mm-hmm.
14. It's not terrible.
14. They look over at you.
I
You're looking-
apologize for staring earlier. I didn't want to have this conversation. I'm looking for up here. I'm looking for Brothmere. I owe him money.
Rothmere. Huh.
His horse came in.
Kind of looks back at his friends. I didn't know Rothmere put a bet on the horses. Money, huh? Yeah. Well, I haven't seen him around too recently. Last place I saw him, though, was over at the restaurant.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. As you walk away, you do see them kind of look at each other, get up, and walk away from the table.
Well, what I was gonna say is, I toss him a tenner for your trouble.
Persuasion check at disadvantage.
Ooh.
At disadvantage. Okay.
You are trying to...
Another 14.
14. Thanks. He walks out of the room with his friends.
Okay. Worth a shot. Worth a shot.
It was worth a shot, yeah. If it would have been the 17, you would have gotten it. But it is... You're trying to find someone that they are close to.
Damn it. Okay.
But that does give you closer to finding the target.
Mm-hmm. I communicate to Bridge. Last they heard, he's in the restaurant.
Kind of looks towards you, and you're sure they're not just gonna tell you that to get you away to then tell their friend.
We could follow them, or you could follow them. They didn't appear to notice you.
Looking around, I'm assuming there's probably droids and other people just serving drinks and whatnot.
Few.
Okay.
There's also just a couple droids standing near people who probably are their owners who just kind of on standby.
How long does infiltrate last for? 1 hour. Interesting. I got spells
Is there
I haven't gotten to use yet.
tray I can lift off of one R2 unit to put up to offer to Bridge? Look at this cunning hat.
If it quacks like a duck.
Oh boy, this is gonna end up with me being pulled back into the kitchen or something like Crunk in Emperor's New Groove.
But think of the hijinks.
And the low
It's a
chicks.
pretty- Roll a sleight of hand check. It's a pretty low DC, but you need to just still be able to take this off a droid without it knowing. 9. The
That's
droid,
not graceful.
the droid definitely notices it being taken off. Doesn't do
Mhm.
anything, but just kind of beeps at you angrily.
Mm-hmm.
As you both understand it, just going, dude, what the fuck?
Sorry, he's a little tipsy.
And
And it starts heading back towards the back room,
damn it!
looking towards the kitchen area.
I think we need to move right now.
I'm heading for the restaurant.
All right.
This is a bad idea.
Oh boy.
All right. Are you guys going to relay this information to the other group?
I'll get on the.
You
I'll
are in
get
the
on
same room. You can converge and then leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then yeah,
they're
we'll
on
try.
the way,
We'll probably
great.
try to find them. If
All right.
nothing else, we can sick them after the group to follow them while we go to the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Oh,
true.
that's smart. That's smart.
They haven't
Yeah,
seen
but-
them.
Yeah. So, Tindy will get on the comm and say, "Boffins
No, we
are-"
don't have our comms
No.
because
They do. Yeah, they don't jam. They jam comms here. That being said, I'm gonna make it. If you're outside the gambling hall, comms will work if both parties are outside the gambling hall. They just don't want you communicating while you're inside.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say we probably just find them over where they are.
Yeah. Okay.
Rykon.
Make it quick as we can.
What,
Dash
huh?
action that shit.
Okay, real quick, here's the thing. Tindy might have lied to some people, and him and I are heading to the restaurant to try and see if we can find the guy. I need you to go back the direction we came and keep an eye on the group we were talking to, because I
Tail
get a
the
feeling that they're
Dolphins.
probably lying to Tindy.
It's alright.
But
I did not know we were in the same room.
yeah, the big
Yeah,
gambling hall.
you're both in the lower
I
gambling
didn't know
hall.
we met up. My bad.
Yeah, I came
Yeah.
down. I came in to find you, basically.
Okay, start from the top then.
Okay, Rykon. Here's the thing.
Hmm.
Tindy asked a couple of them, and they pointed us towards the restaurant. I think they might just be trying to get rid of us. So I'm saying we're gonna go check the restaurant. You go back the direction we came from, and keep an eye on them, because they've kind of already made both of us. Points to Tindy and myself. And I don't think it'd be great for me to go invisible just yet.
Last resort bridge. Now, I should probably tell
Last
you what.
resort, it's how I get the heck out if I need to.
Check the dance floor, or just random parts of the ship is what I recommend you do with your time.
Why the dance floor?
Because I'm a good liar and I know what I'm doing.
Right. Come on, Tindy.
Sorry, I was looking at my
good.
sheet. I'm just loving the idea. I look around I look at the party. Nobody has hair. Interesting.
I think we've made that comment before that we're all just bald.
Yeah.
Quick.
I mean,
Uh,
at least Tindy has. I think those are eyebrows.
Turns out they were
I was-
razor blades.
Oh no!
I will say at the moment you also hear a table erupt on the other side of the room as you just see Tony just pulling in a thing of coins.
Why does he always do so well when we go gambling?
I've been rolling in the background. It's hilarious.
Good for him.
Bridge.
He hasn't been rolling that well though. I will say that.
I mean, if we ever get to like stalling points like in game, I could just relay the plan on how to technically, well, pretty much cheat at like something like blackjack.
Well, I'm just gonna look down a bridge.
Hmm.
You get to be the one to tell him he has to chip in for gas if he lives here.
What if he tries to pull the old when does he get paid shtick?
We have his lightsaber hostage and we can leave him here.
Are we
That's a
against
plan.
robbing him?
Well, what do we take? Do we tell him we've been taking rent out of his paycheck?
We haven't been doing a paycheck yet.
That's what I'm saying. Do we want to call that us taking rent?
No, you know what we do?
Hmm.
He's paying you for lessons.
Good to know.
Yeah, that's kind of brilliant.
Bridge, this is why I've kept you for years.
And that was for my award-winning personality. Just starts rolling away.
And Rykon's in monologue. No, it's for the self-destruct mechanism.
You never realized I had that installed.
Hey man, if back to the wall, Rykon ain't going to space hell alone.
The joke is,
All right.
Rich found that, removed it, and put it underneath his bed
I said
years ago.
it's not a bomb. It's just one of those that shuts you off.
We're gonna stick with Zim and Rykon.
Yeah, no, I passed him. I basically laid out. He gonna be in these places. Have fun, champ.
Yeah, as they have asked you to follow the somewhat group of friends of the particular person.
So, I would then like to stealth, or actually, could it be deception to pass myself off as a random casino guy? Just happen to be going in the same direction.
Sure. I think that'd either be persuasion or performance.
Oh, I asked for deception, so deception's a no. Because
I mean, yeah, it could be. I would say either three.
Yeah, see, I'm lying about what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3. Wow, 11.
11. All
Oh,
right.
look, a space nickel.
I'll say that they don't notice you, But as you and Zim are walking down the aisle, particularly you, Zim, look over as you see another individual dressed in a very similar fashion to you, looking around. As you think to yourself, you may not be the only hunter on this.
Jeff, he stole your due.
Oh. I'll kill him. And that's when the same prince realized.
Yo,
Yeah.
I want Zim to get a Batman shirt.
As you are following them, they seem to be making their way over to the lounge area. As they're kind of just huddle up in a corner, and they're just kind of talking to one another.
Jeff, this may
looks
be
like
the
a
time.
private conversation.
Hey, Jeff, this may be the time for you to try and listen in. I'm not the perceptive type.
Yeah, I don't really have much for perception, but yeah, I'll listen in.
All right.
Well, you're a trained murderer. This is your type.
That's true.
I'm an amateur murderer at best.
I'll say
Alright.
that you are in your elements right now. You're hunting. It's what you do. So I will say with advantage.
Perception with advantage.
Yeah.
21.
21.
Good job.
As you kind of move close to them, not close enough to raise suspicion, but you kind of grab a drink, start sitting down, acting as casual as you can, as you hear them kind of talk to each other. As one goes, "What do we do? Are they here after him? I don't know. You know, I knew that he was in bad with the Huts, but you don't think they'd actually put a bounty on him, do you? No. I'm sure they're giving him enough time. I mean, God, that's why he's here. He's trying to win back the money. Yeah, but he's not exactly the best gambler. Yeah, true.
Rycon.
How many weeks has he been here now? 4? Oof. Yeah, it's not good. Well, where did we see him last? Last time he was killing it on the dance floor.
Aha!
You think he'd get his head out of his ass and actually go do something?
Soon.
I just hope he doesn't try to go back to the restaurant.
I'm very glad now Bridge has to go and do the robot. You have to blend in, Bridge.
They do not seem to notice you at all, though. It's very well done.
I assume like we're sitting in a booth, just like Zim's back is to them.
Yeah, you're like on the booth right next to them. They don't
Yeah.
even realize it, and Zim's just sitting there with his ear, just casually listening in with drink in hand.
Zim, I have an idea.
Head over to the dance floor.
No, it requires the use of young Tony.
Well, let's go get him.
Do you not want to hear it first before we get him involved? Well, you know my idea could be stupid.
I mean, I trust you, but yeah, let's hear it out.
If our young Tony is the gambler he seems, and we can get these two at the same table, we get him indebted to us, we say something along the lines of, fix something. Yeah, come meet us at our ship and we'll talk about other methods of payment. And lie enough to get him on there of his own free will.
It may just work.
And then we break his legs.
Oh, it would stop him from escaping as easily.
Mm-hmm. But 1, 2,
If
3,
he
break.
still attempts to crawl out, we can just break his arms.
Interesting. Well, shall we go find the boy? Bridge has been sent to get down with his bad self.
Oh, let's go find him.
To Tony!
Alright. You two head over to Tony. We're going to cut over to Tindy and Bridge. Where was it you were heading? Were you heading to the restaurant or the dance floor?
The restaurant. We were told the restaurant.
No, I patted
Yeah,
his butt
we-
and said dance floor specifically.
The group told us restaurant. Rycon told us to go to the dance floor because he said they're probably lying. So it's a
Mhm.
question of if we want to listen to Rycon or listen to the group.
Has
I would
Rykon-
say-
In that case, listen to Rykon.
Yeah, has Rykon ever steered you wrong?
Bridge
Okay.
kind of already didn't trust the people anyways.
That is true. I would say then you all head on over to the dance floor. As you just see this massive, like, sea of people dancing to this DJ up on stage who's just killing it.
Oh no, they're getting crunk.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
Well,
lot
playing
of
the
people
song
here,
around-
though.
Playing the song around
There may
the
be a lot of
galaxy.
people, but how many of them are boffins?
Full of them.
Say,
It's a fairly common race.
Ah, darn it. I was gonna say, good point. How many space llamas are in the dance floor?
Is it really a space llama?
Yeah, look at them. They're a space llama.
I didn't really see llama, but I get what you're talking about.
I would say that they're about average, maybe a little less average than like most races.
Okay.
The main thing you do see out there though is humans.
That's what I was figuring.
Yeah.
All right then. Yeah, I would love to do a perception check to see about finding our new friendo.
I
All right.
would also like to do this.
I would say either roll individual. Actually, one of you roll at advantage.
I'll give you advantage.
Okay, thank you very much. Hey, that's a 15.
Better than a natural one.
Deedington.
You notice, you kind of search around, kind of going to some of the upper levels to try to get a better view of the area.
Mm-hmm.
As you kind of scan the crowd, you do see one Bothan that seems to fit the description. Drawing your person, kind of dancing. They look tired, like they've probably been here for a while.
Mm-hmm.
As they're kind of dancing, they're doing their thing, and suddenly you see another Bothan come into the room, kind of come over to them and whisper to them. As they kind of stop dancing, they look at them and like, what? And they don't like run out of the room, but they look a little concerned as they start to follow the other one out of the room.
Do we recognize the one that came in as one of the ones from the previous group?
I would say yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. Okay. Try to cut them off.
Bridge would actually stop you from doing that. Let's just follow them for now.
Mm-hmm. Smart.
Very well. I just
So
hope they
we-
don't walk into reinforcements.
Well, I mean, we're not exactly going to start a firefight here in the middle of the casino. It's not going to end well for anybody. Most that's going to happen is maybe
Heard
it's through.
stupider plans.
Worst that's going to happen is probably a few fists will be thrown.
I was hoping to try and persuade him to join us peaceably, but... Alright. So yeah, we're gonna try and tail them and keep something of a distance so as not to be obvious.
All right. You kind of follow them. I'll say roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
They seem kind of involved in their conversation, so at advantage.
Okay.
I will give you advantage this time, Bridge.
Well, no, we have to roll our own.
No, it will be
Oh.
one of you with advantage because
Oh.
it is just more of who is leading this part. Because if you
Uh,
both start rolling and one of you succeeds and one of you fails, it's gonna start affecting a lot
Yeah,
Okay.
real quickly.
Well, I will attempt then. 1, 2, 3.
I believe in you.
16.
Hey, consistency.
Ain't bad. You kind of start following them
Machine consistency, you darn flesh bags.
as one of them goes, "No, I'm telling you, man, there's someone here for you. Like, you know, some weird blue person. And I think they had like a little droid with them. I don't know. You know them? They said you something about a horse race." And he goes, "I didn't bet on a horse race." See, that's what I'm wondering. You don't think they send a bounty hunter after you, do you? It's like, no. Jabba understands. Me and Jabba, we go way back. They never would have done that. He goes, but maybe I should start thinking of maybe moving on to the next location. Money is out there. As you can see that they're starting to make their way back to the gambling hall. But as you are following them, for a split second, the one that was talking to him, the one that came and got him, turns around, sees you for a split second, like goes, what? And then you're gone before he can notice, as he starts picking up pace.
Hmm.
Oh, great.
Huh. What are the odds Tindy knows how to mind crush somebody?
Right. I would say that you all get back to the casino floor at the same time. Bridge and Tindy from one side, and Rykon and Zim from the other.
Ah, we're like a pack of lions.
Encircle them, you
Yeah, just
fool.
slowly encircling this man.
Like, yeah, if Tindy can find Rykon's eyes above the crowd, considering he's rather tall,
I would say easily
They
done,
might-
yes.
yeah, they might try to do the whole, follow my line of sight to the thing and, find the person that we're trying to tail.
I think it'd be pretty
Love
easy
the
to
little
spot the
pincer.
6'6" goth in his mid-30s.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
The only one short here is Bree.
Yeah. You follow the gaze to the Boston, who's trying to currently keep his head down. Zim, as you kind of also follow the gaze, you can feel the tracking fob in your jacket start to beep faster.
How does that work? in
So
universe?
essentially, every being post Empire has what's called a chain code, which is basically a genetic signal in your DNA. You give
Okay,
your
so
chain code as like a social security number, but it basically inputs a signal, and they calibrate the tracking fob to your chain code, and well, now we have human GPS.
Yep.
Okay, so it's literally tracking someone's genome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Palpatine
Or if
went
it was
and
like a
chipped
chip or
every citizen.
I always wondered
what I was
what the chain
wondering
codes
either.
were.
Yeah,
Because I knew about the chain codes, I didn't know if they were like an actual chip, a card, or what.
basically
Yeah,
it's
I
a
always
chip.
thought that they were like a ticket or something.
Nah, it's a chip, so they can always read your chain code. You can never pull the "I don't have it on me," officer.
You don't have any of your DNA on you, sir.
Yeah,
No. Interesting.
I'm a droid in disguise.
Let's say, in terms of using Tony, you look over to the table that he's at. There's quite a crowd gathered at this point at the table, and it's between him and another individual. And suddenly he seems to win the hand, and the crowd just kind of erupts as he pulls in.
Oh,
It's
so
not
let
a
me-
lot of coin or a lot of credit, but he does take in
Hey,
a
he's
bit more
getting
credit.
it. He's getting his, and we appreciate it. Zim and Bridge may want to go fill him in on that plan. Tindy and Rykon can stalk.
All right.
Ridge and Zim don't know that plan about.
Zim does,
Zim does.
Yeah, I know the
oh,
plan.
Zim,
and
sorry.
Zim knows how to talk. He
I
can
do know
talk
how
to
to
you.
talk.
I would say Zim can wave you over. Yeah.
Yeah,
We just
because like
partners now.
Bridge can't see him, so he's not gonna be super useful anyway.
I'll even tell you in droid so that we can make sure no one's listening in.
Would Jet be able to just like basically slip me the tracking fob if I'm the one gonna be predating him?
Could do that fairly easy.
Yeah, just quick little handoff. Go tell the droid and go get the boy.
All right. I'll get Bridge, tell him the plan through saying beep bop boo boo beep,
Yep.
I love that song.
and then go pick up Tony.
All right. Tony is currently just kind of sitting at the table as you kind of approach him. He goes, "Oh, hey man, what's up?"
All right. So we have a plan. Congratulations on your winning. Let's go reconvene with the others.
Okay.
Tells him the plan on the way.
And he'll kind of nod to you. So you want me to like lure him into a hand and beat him?
Mm-hmm.
So far the plan I believe is hopefully trying to have him overhear us talk about how much you've been winning. Probably even talk about how eventually your ruck should run out at some point, and then maybe that will entice him to come over, and that's when he has to start winning again. I do have a plan on it as to how we can how we can all assist with that.
I was so good at it. Yeah, no. Above game, just so Casey knows what the plan is. Basically, I want to corner and point out Tony, like, look at this mark. I heard you're having some financial troubles. You want to take care of those in one go?
Huh?
Eh?
Oh, okay. So
I want to corner him.
wasn't
you
going
want
to
to
be
you
like-
want to convince him to go for a high stake gamble to be able to pay
Against
off his
Tony.
debt.
Yeah,
Against
basically
Tony.
saying, we're gonna get your whole thing paid off. Look at this mark. He's been going way too hot, way too long. He's gonna crash.
And then you
I
want
could also just forcefully suggest to him that he join us on our ship.
Well, that's called Plan B.
Plan B,
Yes.
right? Yes.
Yeah, let's let the two charisma people try to talk through this.
So, all right. So, you want to do a high stakes, high roll then with Tony and everything.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna use Tony as bait, and Tony's sorry.
I will say the plan to at least shift the odds in Tony's favor is to basically have one person be able to keep an eye on both mirrors, maybe even the dealer's hand, and then just leads into a whole chain of sending signals that end up all the way over to Tony.
All right. Tony will kind of like, all right, but like they don't allow that much money down here. I'll have to go, and he'll point up to one of the upper balconies. I'll go to that table. If you can get him up there, we're game. I'll make sure you can see me heading up there. All right.
All right.
Cool. So he will start going his way towards the stairs to the upper bedding areas.
And now we encircle him like lions.
As a little jumpy, he looks up to. I'm gonna guess it's Zim and Rykon heading up to him because
No,
he hasn't seen you two.
No, Tindy's coming with us. It's me and Tindy. Rykon and Zim went to do
Oh,
Tony.
okay.
Yeah, no. We're gonna let
Alright.
the charisma people join in on this one.
Probably a good
Mhm.
idea.
So, I will warn you. He has been told of Tindy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Quick, Tony, Tindy, put on the rebreather.
I haven't watched it, but put it on.
Okay.
We don't have the
Cindy-
space time.
Cindy gives you a really skeptical look and like, what the...
He knows what you are and who you are.
Okay, now I'm wearing a conspicuous as hell rebreather.
You hide the face.
My additional idea. Then press the button until the top end places it on Tindy.
He
Place
does
what's on?
what?
Place
No.
what's on?
Zim turns his Zim presses the button on his hat that turns it from a wide brim over into a top hat and then places it on Tindy.
Mhm.
I
Right,
take a
can
metal
you're-
pipe and bend it into a mustache.
Oh my god.
Right, Tindy, you are now sitting there with a top hat on and a rebreather,
Mm-hmm.
blue-skinned and red-eyed.
They can brim the hat down. Look, we're hiding the face best we can. We don't own
yeah.
a disguise kit.
I'm gonna say roll a deception check at disadvantage, Tindy,
Oh my
and they're gonna
God.
roll an insight check.
That is a 9 both times. Oh man.
They can roll shit.
And that is a 3. So
Yes, it worked.
Hello, I'm Other Personton.
It's
They look up
Tondi.
towards you.
No, your
Lord.
name is the exact same, but the I and the Y are in different spots.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Twindy.
Yeah.
The Bothan looks up. Good lord.
Apologies. The rumor mill has churned up something interesting about you, my friend.
What about me?
You're in deep, and you're about to be, well, murdered. So basically, I'm just
The
gonna
Huts are not as patient with you as you might imagine.
I'm gonna just pull out the track pop and literally just say, found this on the ground, beeping toward you.
You see him starting to reach for something, and then as you say you find it on the ground, he kind of like looks at you strangely. What?
Clumsy
Okay.
people tend to drop what's the most important. But
He is frantically searching the room right now.
Shush. Eyes on me. Don't look nervous. Don't look like a target.
Right. Yeah.
I would like to propose a way for you to get out of your debt in exchange for a small fee. Simply put, whatever's left over is given to me. But I guarantee you a way out.
All right. But I ain't got the money.
That's the point. I point up to Tony and basically say, that stupid little human has been winning all night. His luck is due to crash, and let's just say my friend here and I have ways of making people fail. So all you have to do is win one hand.
Roll me a persuasion check at advantage.
I'm gonna argue for it again. Deception, because I'm lying about all of this.
That is.
None of this is true.
Yeah, fair. It's up. It's half and half because you're trying to persuade him to.
Exactly. That's why I'm
A
asking.
lot,
That's why
but
I'm
deception
asking.
and everything.
If you say no, that's fine, but I have to ask.
It's so odd.
What?
Nothing.
No, I didn't hear you.
Force users get the most convoluted plans when they get into gambling. It's ludicrous.
Yes, it is.
Well, yes, it is. So I just want to confirm. Persuasion is fine, but I'm gonna ask for deception.
I will allow a deception check.
Okay. 24.
24.
God damn.
Luck
looks at you.
vampire took a bite.
So he looks at you and he goes, "So, I do this, you get whatever's left over."
Mm-hmm. You get squared away free and clear of whatever puts you under this.
Okay. You got a deal. He'll reach out his hand to shake yours.
I shake it and then put my arm around him like, buddy, and I'm gonna lead him up there so he can't escape.
All right. As his friend's gonna come with you.
Go full Dr. Facility. Yes.
No, Bridge. Space frogs are 50 foot tall and breathe fire.
Ready.
So he's gonna come with you.
Mm-hmm.
His friend's gonna come with as well, but he's like clearly nervous for him. As he's trying to look around for any bounty hunters.
No bounty hunters here, sir. Just us regular
As,
gamblers.
Tony takes a seat at the semi-empty table as you kind of lead him into the seat.
So yeah, Tindy, out of the side of their mouth, just says, "So walk me through this again. You want him to win? You want him to win against Tony, and he's going to buy his way out of his bounty?"
He's not. We speak in droid. He's not going to.
Okay.
That's the entire point. But now we've got him secure, unable to run. And he trusts us a little.
And they will quietly answer back, "I won't consider him secure until he's on ship, preferably unconscious."
That's what the gun's for.
He's going to sit down at the table, and him and Tony are going to roll. Are you doing anything to affect this, or are you just letting this happen and saying you were going to affect
Rykon's
it?
got nothing for it, so no. He's just basically gonna give the Bothans a confirming nod and just basically say, "It's all taken care of."
It's going to be really funny because they both have to roll now.
Is my potent aptitude able to be added to this?
I will say that as a help from a droid, and they would, one, know you did it, and two, they would not appreciate trying to use a droid to win.
I did make a suggestion to try and shift the odds in Tony's favor.
Yeah, I would say. I figured they would do that. Tell Bridge and Tony. Zim would tell Bridge and Tony all that. Well, we basically talked our way through the Bothans.
All right. So what was Zim
Hang
and?
on, I might be able to help them
So-
out.
Let Jeff cook.
So the plan was, one of us keeps an eye on Botmir's and possibly even possibly the dealer's hand. And then once we see what cards they have, we try to discreetly make like a gesture to pass it along into a whole chain that leads over to Tony, so then he knows how. So he can at least get an idea of how much of what Bothmir is holding.
Okay, that is going to be a stealth check to try to pull this off without being caught.
This party's pretty good at that.
This is
Would
cheating.
I get caught if we use guidance?
Probably.
I mean, it's a force power, so.
It is a force power. I would say no, but that's going to result in another alternative roll.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just gonna add 4.
Let's say,
So
yeah, all
whatever.
that is just adding to the established roll.
I know.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Like, if we genuinely want the Bothan to win the hand.
Oh, we don't.
No, it's the
Yeah.
opposite.
We want the Bothans
Okay.
to lose, and now they're... now, well, we gotta help them out some other way. At least offer them a way to get out of here.
I mean, we can do that too.
That's the plan. They lose. It's like, okay, we were wrong. To make up for us being wrong, we're gonna get you out of here.
All right, that is fair. All right. So Tony adds a +4 to this, and Zim, did you want to try the stealth roll to give him advantage?
Sure. My question is, I know that my armor has like the bulky property, but since this is like, let's say like my gesture should just like scratch my face as a means of communicating.
I'll say you're not
communicating
moving for this. This is a different kind of stealth, so no, you will not have disadvantage.
Okay, so it's just normal roll.
Yes.
Okay. Oh. 17.
17. You're
And
able to do
because-
so.
And mostly because I don't think I'm going to end up using it later on. Can I add my inspiration to it?
Sure.
What's the D?
Oh no, it's just a reroll if you want.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
Yeah, inspirations are you get 1 free reroll, but it expires
Yeah.
by the end of the night.
All right.
Okay.
You do this, and Tony is able to follow you. You do notice a security guard from the other side of the room, kind of looking at you strangely. No moves have been done yet, but the security on the ship has seen a possible cheating, but they have no proof.
Okay.
As I'm gonna roll real quick for the Boston. Oh, that ain't bad.
Damn it, Tony.
Tony. Advantage. But that's better.
Yay!
There we go.
Pay your rent, boy.
Tony got a natural 20.
Good job, Tony.
Of
This
course
is
you
why.
did.
This is why we kept you.
I'm I don't know why. He is really good at gambling. I'm not fudging the dice, I promise.
Yeah,
I really do.
mean, see, you and I discussed fudging dice. That's why this is what Tony's role on the ship is.
Yeah. It's good because initially he rolled a 3.
Lordy, he was born a gambling man.
As the starting bid at this table was 2,000.
How much is Tony up?
With a natural 20, Tony is sitting pretty with some credits right now. As the guy does lose though, Tony doesn't tell you what his credits are.
That is Tony's business.
It is Tony's business.
You and I will charge him for lightsaber and force lessons. Don't worry, we got it.
As he is going to the Bothan kind of looks horrified. He was so confident as he puts down a full house, and you all for a second were like, "Oh shit!" And suddenly Tony kind of just nods as he puts down a royal flush. As everyone at the table's jaws just drop.
So, Rykon would like to perform, looking concerned as all get out of, that wasn't supposed to happen, that wasn't supposed to happen, oh god, I'm sorry.
Yeah, all right, you can do that. Why is my internet acting so weird? Roll 20. What the fuck?
Oh,
are you
no,
doing?
it's not your internet, it's Roll20 servers are dropping. Let's see if this works.
Just a little bit of information. There are only 3 other hands that could be the full house.
Ah, darn it.
I didn't get the roll. What was it?
I got 8.
8. As he kind of
Not my best.
looks up at you. Oh,
I'm the stoic type. Tindy, help.
Tindy dropped the call.
Okay, now we're gonna... This is a good time to go on break. We've been going for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go on a break as the Boston looks up at you. We cut. All right. You are sitting at the table as this Boston now is just horrified. Looks up at you, very concerned, as you try to put on the performance of it was an accident. As he just kind of looks at you like, wait a minute. Kind of looks at you. He kind of looks across. Kind of narrows his eyes over at Tindy.
Tindy, salvage this.
So you have one chance to do something.
Salvage
yeah,
this before I put a
am-
gun in his back.
Yeah,
always an option.
we are going straight to coerce mind, and basically I'm telling him you can leave with this now and go unharmed, but I don't like you. But that is your best and only option.
All right. Is this a spell save DC?
It is a wisdom save.
It is a wisdom save.
All right. He is hostile a bit towards you.
It's fine. It doesn't say that it affects the roll in any way.
Does it? Not really.
No.
Just a creature I can see.
Yep. It's literally the wave your hand thing.
That's why I was wondering if it was a thing.
It's not technically a charm either.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
It's just
Right,
mind control.
Guess roll a single dice for this.
Invoke self-preservation in him.
That is a 9 plus 2, 11. What is your DC?
Fail.
Fail. All right.
Tindy's is a 12.
He barely fails then as he kind of looks up at you. Right.
It is your best and only option.
Right. It's my best and only option.
Bridge, help Tony with his winnings.
As his friend kind of goes, dude, are you sure about this? I mean, you can get out of here too. He turns back to his friend. No, it's my best and only option.
Rykon's just gonna assure his friend, look, we got him into this. We owe it to him to get him at least out of here from the... And I'm basically gonna gesture to the fob that I quote-unquote found.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta
It's
get
very
away
clear
from
that
this.
he's in shock after the loss.
Right.
Here, I'm gonna put 20 credits on top of Bridge. Follow my friend here and he'll get you a drink for your trouble. We'll take care of your friend.
Right. He's gonna go up to him real quick and he's gonna hand his friend a communications, like, when you get somewhere safe, contact me. You just let us know where you are, mate. He goes, yep, I have to go with them. My
No.
one and only option.
No harm will come to your friend.
It's your best and
Yeah,
only
but-
option.
Hush,
My
let
best and only
him
option.
vamp. Tindy, don't pedant the mind control.
As his friend's gonna follow Ridge to the bar.
Well, good job, Tony.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh,
happy.
Quite literally.
Yeah, I don't think I could do better. Speaking of which,
We may want to leave before you start doing worse.
yep,
Mm-hmm.
I know when to cut my losses.
Good man.
Can I try
Make
to
sure to
ask
tip
this
the-
guy's friend what he knows about
tip
the
the
guys,
dealer.
like what he's in?
Do a basic persuasion check. It's a low DC though.
You say that, but
9. 9's enough. He'll look at you and he goes, man, he... Ironically, he's a bit of a gambling debt.
and he thought his best way to get out of it was to gamble more.
Yeah, we've been trying to help him. He's
You
not
know,
the best at it. figures why he'd try to go and throw it all on a single last hand. I actually thought he had it for a second. That fucking asshole apparently had just... crap.
99% of gamblers quit before they hit the big one.
What is it? It's like 12 blackjack hands away from being a millionaire or something.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as it's like, all right, he'll order a drink at the bar, and he goes, just, man, take care of him. Like, he's not a bad guy. He's just an idiot.
I got nothing against him, so.
Yeah.
Very literally, I have nothing against him. It's just money to me.
Yep. Is he's gonna just sit down at the bar with the drink?
Just pat on the back guy's back, and then back over to the mace.
I'll say that everyone else is already out leading towards the mace. As you kind of look over, you see the other bounty hunter just kind of looking confused as he comes into the room, looking around for the guy still.
I love the idea of Bridges' pat on the back is backing up, bumping into him, backing up, bumping into him.
Sorry
As,
about that. Goes around.
You get your way back to the ship. How long does the... Oh my god, that lasts 8 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we
As-
got this guy.
He just goes onto the ship as you see one of the people there goes, excuse me. As much as I am happy about your new passenger, does he want anything done with his ship?
Okay, guys, above game.
I would say no. Let Raikkonen do a thing. We'll be right back. He's rather depressed. We're gonna get him seated, get him something warm to drink, and we'll be out in say 10 minutes.
Very well.
Thank you. See,
Just
now
know that if no one does, it has to have permission from them to, ownership and everything. But if nothing comes about it in the next couple of minutes, we will have to eventually take ownership ourselves of the vehicle.
Okay, and we go up and we shut the door. Bridge, above game, let's hear it. I needed to buy us some space time.
Yeah, above game. Guys. Second ship.
Second ship, or we
Scrap
sell-
it for money.
yes.
I
I'm
will
gonna
say,
check the guy
probably-
for keys.
Roll me
will say we
investigation
can-
check.
I will say this: we are probably better off scrapping it for cash because we can barely run one ship on our own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't need a second ship. We just like to say, go to the casino, like, hey, he wants us to get some stuff out of it, but you can have it. He's with us now.
Or
He's
see if
willing
the
to liquidate it
place will
for
just buy it
casinos
off of
for-
us.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's what I just said.
We are
But we want to
essentially
take
just
what we
bag-
can get off of it.
Just vagabonds. We are not starting a fleet.
Yeah.
Once we are better arms dealers, maybe.
You also just don't have a place on your ship to store another ship either.
Exactly.
So, 18. Yeah, you find some car keys on him.
Okay. Who wants to go and help me search the ship?
Zim, you are the. I think. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. My investigating skills are ass.
So
I would say you'll need him to sign stuff, by the way, like in person with other
mm.
people, if you want to get ship rights over to you to sell it.
all right. So what am I rolling?
Well, we're not rolling anything yet because the main thing is we gotta find a way to use the mind-controlled guy to get the things sold off.
It's not difficult to get him to sign stuff and everything. He is under the control for 8 hours.
Exactly. We kind
the
of.
only
own
dip-
him.
The only difficulty you have is you do know there's another bounty hunter on the ship that is
Oh,
certainly
yeah.
searching for him.
Oh yeah, no. Which is why if they wanted to sign something, they can come on here. He's tired. He's had a long day.
I would tell him that selling his ship to liquidate to travel light would help us leave even faster.
Good.
Like to just reinforce the grain of what's already been instructed that he's leaving with us.
Very
You know.
smart.
I would say that
You don't want to leave on your own ship, do you? That's what they'll expect.
You know, they.
I'm reading the description of the mind trick because that is a massive thing to try to have him do.
Yeah,
But
I
it
know.
does say the suggestion must be worded such as a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable.
Exactly, which is what
I'm gonna
Casey
I'm gonna
just
say
did.
yes. Still a major ask. I'm gonna say roll a persuasion check at advantage because he is under the effects, and it does to a point make sense. But it's a big ask.
Worst case, if we are straight up wrong, we just go on a dip, and what happens to it happens to it.
Yeah, he's already on the
True.
ship. Doors closed.
This is just us fishing
Yeah.
for a bonus at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Persuasion. Ooh, it's gonna be good.
Advantage 18.
18.
18.
Space Christ,
kinda-
that was scary.
You don't want to leave with your own ship, do you? That they'll be.
I
That's what they'll be expecting.
shouldn't. I can't sell. I at least need my stuff.
Oh no, we'll get your
Sure.
stuff. No lies
Is
need
it
to be
pretty
told.
much-
We will get you your stuff.
He won't
Yes.
sign to sell it, but he would be willing to just open the ship up and let you take his shit from it.
Hey, that's
Okay.
fine.
Fine.
Like I said, this is all icing on the cake anyway.
Yeah.
Let's
So?
not linger to the point of getting caught.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Tony looks at all you. He's like, all right. Well, that being said, if you guys are gonna go collect his shit, I'm gonna go try my chance at that raffle.
Have fun,
And
don't
Tony.
lose everything you
You
just
should
won.
I'm
Tell
only
me
buying
while we're
5
just-
tickets.
That's 1,000 credits.
He's got blowing money
He has
now.
the money.
He just won at a high stakes table.
Oh, that's fair. That's
Rykon,
fair.
before Tony
He's been
goes,
winning all day.
Rykon just wants to tell him, if you win the suite and let us pick it out for the betterment of the ship, I will teach you how to use your lightsaber for free until you have one form mastered.
Wait, you were charging me?
Yeah. Well, one, he looked at you and goes, "You're charging me," and two, if I get an entire suite that's worth tens of thousands of credits, I get one free lesson.
One free mastery. Are you gonna find another master around here? I kind of hold this card here. Also, like, you live here, so you're just sort of helping out your own home.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
True, but I get to decide what the thing is then.
Oh yeah, no, as long as he gets it. He gets a full say, man.
All right.
Equal rights,
Yeah,
equal
it-
fights.
Like
Yeah,
we
he-
can all come to a decision.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
if he wins the suite thing, it's going to this ship, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's like, he lives here. This is just, hey, man, for the betterment of your house.
Yeah. So you're asking him to put it in for the suite instead of anything else?
Yes.
Okay. He will put it in for the suite then. He is going to put in.
Whatever he feels comfortable, the amount is up to him. I will not push that.
He will put in for 7 tickets.
That's very fair.
That does
Meaning-
mean we'd be stuck here for longer if he wins it and they have to install it.
We can
is
come
true.
back.
That is true. Also,
Oh, okay.
I
We can
need
come back to recoup.
I need the group to name off out of 100 7 numbers.
Okay, hold
30.
on. No. We do not just start shouting because he'll just take the first ones we get. First, let's
Yep.
each pick one.
Okay. I'll just type mine in.
33.
I got next.
All right.
My favorite number. Jeff, go.
Okay.
64, 72. All right, you got 3 more.
Okay, who gets to pick?
Tommy?
No.
No.
Let Tony,
wait,
we-
okay, Tony,
yeah.
Tony can pick the last 3 if you guys want.
No. I think we should still do it. Player input.
All right.
No, so yeah, we get to pick. So Who's willing to forego choosing an extra number?
I can
I
forego
don't
it.
mind.
Well, Jeff said it first, so Casey, Bridge, and I will pick another number. I picked 5.
All right, 5.
I'm going for the big one.
Okay,
I'm
Casey,
frankly
bring it home.
surprised no one picked this one.
13.
None of us picked 69.
All right,
For which I am proud and grateful.
Yep,
I'm going to roll a D100. If this is a 69, I'm gonna laugh.
it's a 69.
58. Unfortunately, the raffle was drawn.
We tried.
And yep, he tried, but unfortunately, you do not win the free suite.
That's fine, we tried.
Yep. But
Well,
he comes back a little disappointed, but still, he's made some money.
Honoring the agreement, Raikon's still going to teach him Juyo to completion.
Okay.
He gave up a lot, and like I'm not mean to Tony right now.
Tony's got the money right now, so.
All right. I'm gonna say you probably put the boffin probably in this room and just lock it.
Oh yeah, put him in a broom closet.
Probably tie him up as
Yep.
well.
Tie him up,
Yeah.
handcuffs in the
Cuffed or
broom
whatever.
closet.
This is for your protection.
This is a seatbelt.
This is protecting
Alright.
you from us.
What? Okay. Just, so yes, you have now secured the boffin.
And we have his car keys. Let's go get all his stuff.
Yep, to his stuff. Because I am such a shitty investigator, Raikon will stay behind with the commander and guard the prisoner.
Okay.
All right.
You guys know what I'm. You guys know what I'm into.
I need you to someone to roll me an investigation check.
I can if no one else wants to.
I can.
No means.
Can someone
I'm not
assist
proficient
him?
in investigation, so I won't. I can't help you.
Oh darn it! No one can help him, even though there's 3 of you.
Am I
Not
the
a
only
droid,
person
I'm
with
afraid.
investigation?
Yes,
Oh.
you're the only person with intelligence.
I mean, I have a 2 in intelligence, but
Oh, never mind.
I don't. Yeah, I just don't have proficiency in investigation.
Now, Burden, is it 1 roll total or one roll
Okay,
per person?
24.
It's one total, but 24 is pretty damn
Yeah,
good.
24 is pretty good.
Woo! All right, let me see what you find on this thing. I'm gonna say you find on there.
A glowing
Look,
briefcase.
the beat to the ship.
No. You,
I'll just type it into a chat. This is too funny for me to forget.
you find a credit chip of an unknown amount of credits on the thing. So let's see. You find a disguise kit.
Ooh.
Okay.
One moment.
Just a pair of Groucho Marx glasses for bridge. They'll never know.
It's not. It's signed. It's specifically not a droid.
It's just the T-shirt that says "Real Human."
It's a skateboard. That's how you know you're
Let's
a real
go
man.
skateboard.
You find 2 flash grenades.
Ooh.
A unused hollow recorder. Two med packs.
Out.
A pair of sunshades.
Hey, Tindy got his glasses. Their glasses.
Let's see. A Apologies, I'm just trying to.
No, take it. Micah, did you see my
Yeah.
idea?
What idea?
I posted in Holochronicles chat, man.
Thought you were typing out the thing.
Ah, I know. I'm not taking these notes now.
Is anyone taking these notes?
I'm
You
not.
said you were writing it down.
No, I said I'm laughing, then it said I'm typing something out.
Oh.
Did you ask what I was laughing about? Flash grenades, holo recorder, 2 med kits, disguise kit, sunglasses.
I guess just put in the channel once you're done. That way we at least know what we're getting.
It sounds like someone was already.
No, I said I specifically wasn't.
No.
But I do
Yeah, I
remember
wasn't
it.
writing anything down.
But I do remember it verbatim.
All right, can you please put it in the chat then?
Okay.
An unknown amount credit chip.
Trying to find the thing.
What I'm laughing about is, you know, if we really wanted to be dicks, we could turn on the distress beacon on his comlink when we're when we're at a planet, just toss it into space and leave.
Yeah, that would be a jerk move, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That's just cool.
Like I said, it's if we wanted to be dicks. I didn't say let's do that.
The last 2 things you find on there is a single arm prosthetic
Oh.
Right?
and 3 dosage of antitox kit, which are pretty much antitoxins.
Does that cure the poison condition?
Yes.
Interesting.
And
There you go.
And that's what you find with a 24.
Well, when one of us eventually loses an arm, it is Star Wars.
You can just hand it to us.
Give him a hand, everybody.
We're getting shit hand over fist.
Schmackety, schmackety. Dude.
But yeah, that is what you're able to find on the ship.
Just Bridge, Rykon, and
Wonderful.
Dendi coming out with crates of stuff.
I was confused. Someone
No.
else was called Rykon. I kick the nearest object. I get a free attack.
Zim, Tendi, and Bridge just come out with boxes of stuff.
It's okay, Jeff. I see you.
Where are we delivering our new guest?
Looks to Zim.
We didn't get that far.
Zim, you would know that the places that you could deliver, and I'm going to take us to the map real quick.
The space map.
Yes.
It's like a map.
But in space.
You all are probably around here. Marking it in red.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Yes, you're about halfway to Kashyyyk. You know that since they are currently wanted by the Hutts, going and finding either any Hutt spacecrafts in space or going into Hutt territory with your tracking fob, which will keep you safe, and delivering to one of the planets in there will grant you your money.
We know where we must go.
Hot space.
Well, specifically, there's a planet I dread going to, for its existence is upsetting.
What is that
Which
planet?
is that?
It's a wretched hive of scum and felony.
Okay, Tatooine.
I dare not speak its name.
Tatooine is actually way down.
Ah, darn
Yeah,
it.
that is way far. You got down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
our
hot
best shot.
Let's
Yeah,
go
to
to
just
let's go to the source.
yeah, let's just go over to the best spot in Hut space that we can just get to.
Yep.
The closest one that you could probably go to that would also get you a fairly close distance to Kashyyyk is Quen.
So
Zoom in.
Who can we contact on Quen?
Quen is
Oh,
pretty much you go to the nearest city, go to any of the huts, locations there, and just throw it to them.
Yeah, you can
Wow.
you can turn in bounties to any representative of the Bounty Hunters Guild.
Yep.
money,
Wow.
please.
Mm-hmm. Like pawn shops for people.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Well, Zim, get on the space phone. Gambling Man and Bridge, take us out.
I imagine Tindy just already has the sunglasses on.
Yeah.
And the Rykon Riker sits in the captain's chair.
Yes, yes. I'd like to speak to the local hut of Queen. Yeah, I'll hold.
Yeah, you hold for probably about an hour.
Yup,
Gosh
nub.
darn it!
You just
Even
hear-
here.
You just hear yup nub. You walk to yup nub.
Uh,
I just hear the
Is-
Moss Eisley Barth music.
Oh, fingering
Pretty
Dan.
Uh,
and suddenly you hear a voice going, "What? What do you want, huh?"
Hey, Trodarian.
Oh, yeah. This is Zim2Zim here. We have the target of Brothmere. I believe the huts have been looking for him.
Let's see here, Brothmere. Yes. Good. Cold or not?
They are quite warm.
Good. Jabba's going to have fun feeding him to the Rancor.
I'm sure it'll be
he's like,
very
hold on, let me
entertaining.
check. Slaps him. Ow! Yep, he's still warm.
All right. Yes, deliver him to this location on Kian, and he'll send you a location, and we will be happy to transfer the credits to you. The pleasure doing business. It looks like though this is also first big target. Congratulations.
Thank you. I wouldn't have done with some help, but it was very nice to be able to do this for you.
Of course, we hope to do business with you in the future. Yes.
Yes, thank you. We'll be there. We'll be there and within probably about a week.
Perfect. So if you want to plot a straight course to Kin, I'm gonna need an astro navigation check because it is not around on one of the routes,
Well-
not at least a straight route.
Can't we do that thing where we just take time to plot the course and it's just done?
Yeah.
I don't
You
think
can.
any of us have astro navigation.
Points to the stormtrooper sitting in a bathtub of money.
He bought the bathtub.
You have such
Fine.
a gift with words.
Zim, not Zim. Bridge, help me with this. It's a little bit more complicated than just putting coordinates in for another planet. This is a non-route.
Now, this joke is not reflective on your character, Casey, but more next generation. Counselor Tindy, please state the obvious.
What?
Go watch Star Trek The Next Generation. Their empathic ship's counselor who's not very good at her job,
Right.
all she does is state the obvious.
It's
Unfortunate.
not that she's not good at her job, it's that they're bad at giving her stuff to do.
The one time she counseled, it was Barkley.
All right.
Anyways,
She got better.
He got a 19 on navigating the course for you, so you don't die.
that's great.
As the ship jumps into light speed. As you now have a week to get there.
After the hour ends, what's the guy's reaction as he?
It's 8
Um,
hours.
8 hours. Yeah, he goes sleepy by in the closet.
Oh,
Eventually, you all do
Technically, Now
hear.
that we've left, he's fulfilled his command, so he's.
So that
got
does break
two weeks
it,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, so you just suddenly start hearing a banging on the door. Hello?
Bridge goes over to the door.
we
Yeah.
restrained
Opens it.
him.
Yes, can I help you?
Oh, well, I mean, he can still hit it.
Yeah, he can crash into it.
Yeah.
Bridge,
Go-
please lied to him this entire time.
Who are you? Why am I tied up? Are you bounty hunters?
No. Closes
No,
door.
no.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, we're arms dealers.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. Tell
Technically bounty
Jabba.
catchers because we've caught you.
Yeah, we.
That's what a bounty hunter is.
Look,
Do I look
struggle.
like a dictionary to you, sir? just pulls out a knife. Are you calling me a dictionary droid?
Let's just let
No,
guys. Let's
no,
just let Bridge have his fun.
No. You're a very intelligent droid who clearly knows how to pilot a ship. Nice hat. I like the hat.
Just, it's a butterfly knife, and he just flips it around and pulls it back in. Yeah, let's remember that. Closes door. That was
Well, we
fun.
can give you one bit of good news. We didn't sell your ship.
That's great.
And we got everything you asked us to get off of it for you.
Huh. So that means you're gonna let me go with all my stuff, and I can go back to my ship, and we can all go on our merry way, right?
Half right.
Not exactly. The important
Actually, I'm completely
thing
wrong
is-
entirely.
Oh, no. He's half right. We'll be going on our merry way.
Yeah, we'll go on a merry way.
Yeah, I guess
we
that
will
part's
let, and we're going to let him go, just not in a place he wants.
The good news is you face your destiny in perfect health, just as promised. Don't you want to stay that way?
Yeah, if I meet my destiny, I don't think I'm gonna be staying in this perfect health thing.
That's not our job.
I'm afraid.
Okay,
that's
so
rather-
think about it this way. You had a gambling problem, right?
Well, it's the only problem when I lost.
Heyo.
You had
But
a
you-
gambling problem, right?
Wait,
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Think of this like a extreme intervention.
Doesn't people typically walk away from the intervention?
Not always.
Typically.
We were not the only ones in pursuit of you.
Yeah, we were the ones who
Others
didn't
would
want
not
to
have
shoot.
been as gentle.
But I almost won. That one guy, he must have cheated. I
He
could have won.
He just looks past Bridge and sees Tony walk by with a drink.
And
Yeah,
Tony,
he's currently just having a cup of tea right now, heading back up to the to the actual control room.
Student Tony, are you a cheater?
Not typically.
Well,
I
there
only
you
dated
go.
3 girls.
My man. Hey, the dark side wants you to bang.
It does?
It encouraged you to pursue your passion.
To be fair, the
Wow.
Jedi could, but
Yeah,
they just
the
didn't.
Jedi were allowed to bang as much as they want, as long as it was purely business.
Yep. As long as there's no love in it.
Yep.
So technically, a Jedi could just go to a strip club and be completely all right in the eyes of the council.
Such a weird religion.
It really was.
Well, thank you for flying Air Bridge. Please stay in your cabin at all times. You will be fed. Try to escape and you won't be.
He's just like, we're in space, right?
We're always in space, but yes. Technically,
Can I talk to someone else?
no. Okay, fine. You can talk to the droid.
Sure,
again.
hold on. Get Funky Town over and just stand there staring at him.
Yeah, no, that's a much better idea. I was saying, fine, you can talk to the droid again.
You put Commander Funky. Oh,
Commander Funky
Just
just
standing
sits
in front of him
Yeah, no,
menacingly.
he will just stand there and stare.
Go ahead,
Well-
talk to him.
We brought you somebody.
I'll take the other guy. He's kind of staring down Commander.
Commander, don't stop staring. Bridge, all yours.
So, tell me your life story.
I was
Cut you.
born on Coruscant.
And I'm bored now.
Yeah, I was waiting for slaps him. I don't care.
All right. Well, after you guys have your fun,
Yeah, we're
torturing
just gonna mess with this guy
man.
for a minute. Space is boring.
I imagine this goes on throughout the week, just in different intervals whenever someone gets bored.
Yep.
Bridge will just, at random intervals when he's asleep. When he's asleep, Bridge will just come by because he doesn't have to sleep every so often. He'll just come by and turn a red light on him, just looking at him, let him freak out for a bit, then turn the light off and roll away.
That's awful. I love it. Tindy is definitely spending the week with the Holocron.
All right.
They are never going to be so bored as to encourage torture of someone.
What about
Yeah, it is technically psychological torture. Never mind.
Yeah, say careful. What about Rykon's gym class?
That was last week. Like, I was learning your stuff. I want to
Sure.
learn my stuff as well.
And that is how
That's
you
been my
actually.
week, continuing to.
But mom, I don't want to go to the gym. I want to go to the library.
Yeah, that's what the gym does. You are a gym dodger. Okay.
Tony's not.
Yeah, no, I am Tony.
Zim, roll me 2 wisdom checks to continue learning as you keep looking up video tutorials. 17, that's another success.
And
Unfortunately,
I'll use my inspiration for this one.
Yeah,
all right.
We're winding down. Good
18,
call, good
that's
call.
a success.
Nice.
That's 3 out of 4.
Say the 12 was and porn.
Bjorn.
It's the kind that the grandfather Wookiee was looking at, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Oh no.
Yeah, so that's what you do. Rykon, roll me your 2 intelligence to try to teach.
Well, worst case, Tony's just gonna start doing laps. 17.
All right, he needs a
And?
13. Okay, he only needs a 10.
Yep.
Tony,
God damn it.
he's a much better gambler. Tony.
See, this is why I wish Tindy was here. Tindy would have gotten 2 segments done, but vibe on. Books are important. Stay in school.
As Tony just can't seem to grasp the idea of just like getting angry. He's so relaxed and chilled. It's almost frustrating to
Tony,
you.
it's not as random and clumsy as a blaster.
I'm good with a blaster.
Yes, but we don't care about that today.
You're a stormtrooper. That's a lie.
Tony, I fought you. You never hit us.
I would show you something right now if we weren't in the middle of space. Mostly because if I did, I'd probably be endangering everyone's life. I'd rather we didn't.
No guns in the house.
Yeah, right. Right, Tindy, you're spending time with the Holocron?
Yes, Cindy is investigating what any non-Jedi sources have to say on the subject of anger.
All right. The Holocron is rather limited.
Okay.
But there is some random files of information of different, we'll say, force-sensitive organizations, rather than just the Jedi and the Sith. There's nothing specifically on what their thoughts were on anger and emotion, but it does give you some names out there. One of the main ones you hear and you have heard before is the Dathnomirian witches, who are known to use the dark side of the Force, but not fall prey to it.
Interesting.
It's used in a very interesting way compared to the Sith. You hear of a group called the Auto... What, am I thinking right? The Auto
Yeah, auto run.
Yeah, the Autorun. A small group of Force sensitives that used it. I believe they were the ones who used it to tell the weather.
No, that's the Baron Dos Sages.
That's the Baron Dos Sages. What was the Autorun again?
The Auto Run are essentially a light side group that does not focus on that. They're the definition of a Jedi pacifist. They're a complete pacifist organization who dedicates all their time to helping peacefully and helping locally.
Yeah. That's what you glean from that with the Autorun. You learn of another group that some Jedi was looking into called the Zepho, but not much information at all is known of them.
Okay.
And I was... lastly, I would say you learn of... Did I say the Baron Dos Sages?
Baron Dos Sages are the weather
Sorry.
boys, and you haven't said them yet.
Alright, and the Baron Dos Sages, which use the Force in a way that was more to help people in terms of like just staying alive on their planet. There are more monks who like to concentrate on the Force itself rather than light, dark, or even lightsaber combat. It was just the Force.
Gotcha. Does Qui-Gon Jinn have any entries on this thing?
Oh, in the holocron. I thought you were just turning your head and looking at a ghost. Eh?
I would say you know that this holocron did not belong to
Okay.
Qui-Gon.
Oh, poor Mr. Quiggin.
Say you could always try to
Like,
reach
he
out
could've-
into
he
the
could have been a
Force.
bring your Padawan to class day.
Yeah, I
Once
mean,
upon a time.
the thing is, you do have the somewhat connection with them. You can try to see if you could reach out in the Force and make a connection again.
I think I'd like to, but not when there's a sentient being on board that we're going to turn in for a not small amount of money. I'd rather not have difficult questions to answer from a dead Jedi Master.
What did you do?
Well, no, that's the thing. If he's in the living Force, he already knows this happened. He already knew it was going to happen. You can't hide anything from a Force ghost.
Yep.
Damn it.
Yeah, they're omniscient.
Infallible.
Yeah, they are all seeing.
Yep. All right. That's what you're able to kind of glean these different names of different organizations.
Okay.
All right.
I don't suppose that gets me a pie slice of any kind.
Unfortunately, not. I would say just you're now more informed of different groups that you could look into.
Okay.
Possibly with people like Dolly's help.
Possibly.
Bridge, is there anything you wanted to do?
There's two things.
Yes.
I'll work on the droid, but I also want to go to our prisoner at one point.
Stop torturing him.
Because
No, just hear me out. Hold on.
okay.
I'm gonna come to him and just sort of make sure he's comfortable for a second and be like, okay, listen, fun's fun. I don't know how much you necessarily owe the Hutts, but normally whenever you owe the Hutts, it's not gonna end well for you in general. We both understand that.
Yeah, that's why I've been trying to, lay low, get back the money for him.
Right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I kind of pull out his communicator that we got from his friend. Your one friend gave us this while we were walking you out of the building. Now, these come with just general distress signals. I just kind of pull out a pad and be like, is there anything you want to say to anybody? And then we can just sort of ship these both together with the signal going off and they'll get picked up. Like, I'm not saying you're going to come out of this with the Hutts good or bad. I don't know what they're going to do. I kind of don't care. No offense to you. But I understand it's not going to be good, more than likely, due to just general knowledge. So I'm kind of giving you a bit of a offer here of if you got to get anything off your chest, won't let anybody know about something, that sort of stuff.
So you're pretty much offering him final words / last confession.
Mhm.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah.
Or if he just wants to tell one of his friends that he, like, oh, I have this stash of this stuff somewhere, or tell this person yada yada yada.
All right. Yeah, he'll take the device for like recording the final message. And
he's still tied up, so I'm kind of just having to
yeah.
hold it for him.
all right, okay, fair. I'm gonna guess this is just a recording you're doing then for his
Pretty
voice.
much.
Okay.
If you're reading this.
Yeah.
Kind of.
He pretty much just says a quick thank you to all his mates who tried to help him out on the ship, kind of apologizing for them, knowing that he was the one who kind of got in the mess and they tried their damnedest to help him out. Asked them to say goodbye to pretty much his family and everything, and that, it was his mistake. That up till probably when he's going to be given to the Hutch, he's like, he was taken care of decently well. He doesn't go into details, obviously, because you are the one holding it. But yeah, he pretty much gives a final goodbye. It doesn't mention anything of like a hidden stash or anything, though. Just kind of.
Darn it.
He just kind of, as you stop the recording, he just kind of looks at you and goes, "Thanks." I'm sure you're hoping to get some kind of final confession of like a hidden stash or something, but if I had one of those, I probably wouldn't be in such crippling debt.
Can't hurt a guy for trying. Bridget once again close the door and get the stuff set up to just sort of jettison. The rest of the people on the ship would just hear Bridget mumbling, "Gosh darn, trying to be sympathetic, nothing getting out of it." That was my plan. I was gonna see if he was gonna give away any sort of information in a desperate
Nah.
move.
No, Micah, the fact that you're roboting is completely fine because now it's in character.
Yeah,
I'm roboting?
Hard.
a little.
Oh, hold on, let me jump out and do it back in.
It works because he's a robot.
Hello?
Yep.
No, that works pretty well. I mean, you got the idea that he at least greatly appreciated that.
Yeah,
As a-
above game, good for him. In game,
Yeah.
Bridge is like, gosh darn it.
How much were we
But it's
getting?
also the kind of it is also the kind of thing of like, if he had money or anything to do anything with, he probably would have used it to not be in the situation.
Unless he had some sort of out plan in case he could get out, was my thought.
Nah.
Unfortunate. But yeah, Bridge will just get that set up, set off if he can put it on a timer at all. If not, he'll just put it off and then jettison it outside.
Yeah. I'll say you guys stop in hyperspace around let's see, I had to go there to here. Probably around Shalukta or whatever.
Do your best.
That
These-
planet.
These
Oh, yeah,
planets
I see
are.
where-
It's
That's
hard
what
to
they're
say
from.
the name.
Do your
Like
best.
right
The-
here.
These were all.
Yeah.
These were all come up with by reaching into a Scrabble bag.
Yeah, and you kind of jetted it off towards the planet. It'll probably take a day or two, but it'll get there. As you have it punch back in, as you kind of eventually finish up your journey to Kinan.
Mm-hmm.
As yeah, you see the planet, kind of coming out of hyperspace.
Well, there we go.
Sorry, I'm just
Find
trying to find the planet. There we go.
Find a proper place to land and dock.
Yeah, as you kind of find your way to the main gem city, you kind of land the ship in this kind of makeshift shipyard. It's not near as nice as the casino, but it's a shipyard. As there you are.
Tony, for the sake
Alright.
of your innocence, stay on the ship.
Will do.
Wait a second.
I'm gonna play Dolly and Hollow Chest.
I speak Huttese.
I would hope it's like the second most common language in the galaxy. Ukatawa.
Tell me you don't actually speak Huttese.
I can say a few things here and there.
Oh, well, okay then.
Rykon can't speak Huttese though.
Yeah, Rykon can. Remember, you and I used to deal with criminal types for years.
Yeah.
As who's all going into the city?
I would
Uh,
hope Zim.
I imagine
Yeah,
being
probably
the
Zim due to
one
the
with
nature
the
of this
bounty
game.
hunter, I'm definitely going in.
Yeah. All right. You head in. So I'm guessing everyone in the party is going in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, reasonable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
where's the
I would say everyone in the main party.
All right. Yeah, as you all kind of get off the ship and kind of make your way down the streets, you see a bunch of just not good-looking people kind of walking around. A lot of people look like they're starving. But you can see a rather large building with the label of the Huts on it. As you gather, that's kind of where you need to go. As you get to the door, you see one of those robotic eyes, like, open up from a hole and, like, just shoot out at you, kind of looking at all you. You hear in Huttese, like, who are you? What do you want?
Zim to Zim, here to deliver Brothmere.
Ah, finally, package arrived. By the way, the guy is just fucking shaking. You didn't know this species could go pale under all the fur, but somehow it does. As you see the large gates kind of opening up, as you see an assistant kind of usher you inside, bowing to all of you. As you are led inside to this little grand place.
And here,
As
but here I had actually Huttese ready to speak. Continue.
all right. As you can kind of hear the traditional jizz music playing throughout the place. You see a number of exotic dancers kind of dancing around.
In the band, do I see Max Rebo?
Roll me a D100.
Yes! Greatest character. He's up
Roll
there.
for Rebo.
He's up there with Finger and Dan.
Unfortunately, no.
One day.
Not with a 20.
I'm gonna get that autograph one day.
He only
You
works
just-
on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
You do
Space
see a picture, though, on the wall of
You would.
one of the huts posing with one of the band members.
It's just one of those exaggerated smiles with a thumbs up, like, yeah!
Yeah, pretty much.
Versus Max Rebo, who is just a Muppet elephant with no facial expression.
You see, sitting, though, in a pile of pillows in the chair, this large slug-like creature, not Jabba, as another hut, as it kind of looks at you. Who here all speaks Huttese? Everyone?
Not me.
I don't.
So
Sounds
it looks like Rykon and Bridge are gonna be the middlemen.
Yep.
Yeah.
As
Let's just have a translator
Tindy
there.
and Zim, you all you hear is Unga Gamata. As Bridge and Rykon, you can understand him as he's going, "Welcome, my friends. Welcome. I see you bring me a present. My cousin will be so happy with this discovery that you have made. Please bring him forward."
Alright, I just push him. Yours.
As he kind of falls to the ground, Leg's not able to hold him up. He goes, you all hear the creature laugh, and he goes, "Ah, finally. I have such pleasant games I'm going to put you through before my cousin gets to have you."
I just look at to Bridge and in binary. Did we warm him up?
I don't know, maybe we make it easier for him. He already
Hmm.
expects the worst.
No,
Anyway,
it comes down to payment. Which one of you is the great bounty hunter who brought me this scum?
Zim takes
Okay.
a step forward.
say, Rykon gives him a less hard pat on the back so I don't make him fall. I've gauged my strength. Support.
He looks at you, Zim, and he goes, "Ah, it's good to see such a capable bounty hunter in this side of this galaxy. You remind me of a person I've done business with before. Give this man his money." As you see a droid walk up to you, a C-3PO unit, and just kind of hand you a chip. He goes, "Most bounty hunters do not deliver alive for their first bounty. I am impressed."
Rykon would like to speak.
You can.
Not just that, this great hunter Did not even get a fight. He convinced him to come with us. Using no threats, no violence, only his words. Valuable, if I may say. And I just gesture to my race. I know value.
Interesting.
Gesture at your race.
Where?
Hey, space stereotypes, space exists for a reason.
Where is it the planet you next plan to visit?
We plan to visit the Wookiees.
Kashyyyk. Dangerous part of the universe you go to.
Dreadful place, I'm aware.
What is your thoughts on another job for me?
Well, depends on the price and the location. But I'm just the deal maker. I just gestured to Zim. The hunter has the final say. I'm just trying to hype up Zim to be that guy. Zim is going to be thought of as built different.
I have...
Zim would have lived if y'all gamers didn't gas him up.
I have an issue with a certain stormtrooper captain over on Kashyyyk.
Sold.
He
That's enough.
initially was a bounty hunter for us a long time ago. Turned traitor and tried to hide in the Galactic Empire ranks. Currently is a captain over on Kashyyyk, and I would like his head on my wall.
Does this individual have a name?
Tony.
No, it's not
completely
Tony.
different Tony. It's his brother, Tioni.
No, this one is spelled Tony like the normal way. Not like the weird Star Wars the way we got it.
What, T-O-N-Y?
Oh my god.
Yeah, ours is Tauxneigh.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, that spells Tony.
Just go with it.
I'm gonna type it in the chat.
I
His
just did-
name is Jalodara.
Species? Well, actually, he's a stormtrooper. Never mind.
Exactly. Point is, he is a very capable warrior, and if you were able to bring him to me, I'd be much happier.
And what would this person's head for your decor run you about? General asking price.
5,000 dead. 12,000 alive.
You just hear a cash register noise come out of bridge.
I'm glad we installed this.
Sorry, that's involuntary. Continue.
What is this hut's name? I never got it written down.
Yeah, I don't think we ever got the name. I just have Jabba's cousin.
Yeah. You hear his name, if you were to ask, is Jado
The hut?
Egrin. Not the hut. As you would know, the hut is typically given to
The guy.
head of the huts.
Yeah, it's given to the guy.
Yeah. So Jabba the Hutt is the head, and then this is Jado Agin. I will type it out again.
Thank you.
Please.
No.
It's Star Wars names. I can't blame you.
Yeah,
Like
say,
Dragonborn names.
hey man, another Star Wars name is Tim with 2 M's.
Yeah,
Nice.
I was just
It's-
one letter off of that.
Yeah, same. Was it the second N?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Now, great and mighty Jado, request if you would be so kind as to hear it.
What are you asking?
I just said, great and mighty Jado, a request if you'd be so merciful as to hear it. You gotta gas these guys up.
I am listening.
I fancy myself an amateur arms dealer and would like your help getting into the trade. While my inventory is modest, mostly taking off of the tens of dead stormtroopers I've left behind, I would very much appreciate your aid in this endeavor.
He turns towards Bridge and then points to Tindy. You two go bring me what you have so far on your ship.
Okay. I assume Tindy kept his their holdout blaster. Okay. Well, I've only got 3 blaster rifles so far and 4 light pistols, all with extra ammo.
We also have the 2 combat suits that are on the ship.
That too, 2 combat suits. Actually, yeah, 2.
We should
2.
probably...
We had 3. We gave 1 to Tony.
I will say this: I believe I would have ditched my combat suit for my Mandalorian armor.
Yeah, so
that's one
true.
of the
So that's 3. That's 3. Yeah, okay, 2 combat suits. Yeah, because we found 2 originally, gave 1 to Tony.
Okay.
And
So you have
and
how many blasters?
We have 3 blaster rifles, 4 blaster pistols, 3 combat suits because I ditched mine.
All right. Type it out for me real quick.
Yeah. Three combat suits and this cool rock I found just outside your door.
He looks at the rock. That's already mine.
Oh.
I'm
Accept
gonna
the map. Yep,
remove
it's
the
on the
combat
property
suits
line.
from our ship inventory, and I'm also gonna go ahead and add the stuff we got from the guy shipped to our ship inventory.
Okay.
Alright.
And I'm not just asking to sell these to him. I'm saying like, hey, here's proof I have a stock. Help me get into the business. If he wants to buy them, he can. I'll sell them. I'm just saying like that is not my direct goal.
No, that's fair. Just a moment, because I have to.
Yeah.
Because he would be interested in buying. I mean, they
need all the guns they can get.
Exactly.
I just basically I'm just gonna show off. Barely used, fully mint condition Empire standard issue gear, reliable, lightweight, accurate, in the right hands.
He just kind of looks at you. So not a stormtrooper.
No, well, we have one.
He'll raise an eyebrow at that, but
We kidnapped him. I will play to the criminal. Yeah, no, we kidnapped this guy.
Light hole, but it's good start.
As I said, I've only started.
I offer you 1,500 credits.
And I press the button that makes the noise on bridge.
Hey.
As well as I would ask help with connections when my stock increases. As well as, I don't know, any, let's just say, big sales where I could buy in bulk. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, eyebrows that I don't have.
I will strike you a deal if you like.
Basically, I'm saying, hey, if he ever hears about a shipment that fell off a truck.
Yeah, but he
Oh, yeah.
looks at you and he goes, I will offer you a deal.
Okay.
Something I think you could all use. As he is going to have one of his men come up, and he puts out 3 holopucks. And as they turn on, you see Tindies. You see Tony's, and you see one that could be you, but it's pretty obscure.
That's it. Who's that handsome devil?
Yeah.
You know what?
These were standards just published by the Empire.
We have killed a lot
No.
of them.
Have you checked the news recently?
Looks at bridge. Have we?
Pulls out newspaper.
You'll see in like a holographic newspaper about a crisis over Osis. Moth General killed in suicide attempt strike by rebel Jedi.
Oh,
Do we show him the selfie?
shit.
No, not right now.
Okay.
Underneath it though, you see, because Rykon is obscured,
Mm-hmm.
it just says unknown Jedi bounty 20,000 dead.
Look at us go, boys.
Sheesh.
And them.
You just take a magnifying glass up to
Tindies,
bridges.
which is confirmed 40,000 dead.
You go, champ.
What the heck?
Yo, give me a high space
Tony-
vibe for that one.
Tony's reads Stormtrooper Trader Tony.
Aww.
And
He's got a title.
he does have a title. His reads 20,000 dead. And it's just a picture of all of you with lightsabers in hand.
God.
I just imagine someone takes a magnifying glass up to Bridges' chassis, and you find out that all the that his entire texture is not the texture of metal. It's just a bunch of scratch marks from like, oh, this is my kill count.
Yeah.
No, I mean above game. Yo, high space vibe, Casey. Look at you go.
Because
Oh.
Tindies was the only one that they could confirm and know that through a list that is actually a Jedi. Tony, they just think it's just an ex-stormtrooper who got possibly turned to Jedi. And then Rycon, they don't know who they are. So they're just like, okay. They're like, we had to put out a bounty because clearly a Force user, but this one's strange.
Tony just fell into the wrong crowd.
Pretty much. He was at the wrong place, wrong time, holding the wrong thing. But the Jado looks at all of you and goes, I'd like to offer you amnesty with the Hutts.
Much appreciated, Lord Jado.
You'll be welcome in any Hutt territory, and the Empire, if they are after you, will not chase you into our turf.
And getting any kind of like facial reconstruction surgery wouldn't help at all because it doesn't change my DNA.
No, you got
Yep.
you got a chain code. I mean,
It is unfortunately a thing.
we can try to handsome Squidward you, but
It would stop anyone from able to look at, like, notice you from first glance, but a chain code is a chain code.
now, Casey,
Yeah.
are you opposed to wearing a cool mask like mine? Not exactly that, but I'm saying like, are you opposed to going full Snake Eyes?
You have the mask because you read the
Oh, you did
tribes.
get the mask from the one planet.
Yeah, you got the mask. You want to go turn into Snake Eyes? He is like the best GI Joe.
I
Most-
appreciate that. I think we'll find a different mask design to go with, but that may have to start happening outside the ship.
What about a backwards hat?
No,
But the hat's sombrero, so you never know.
no, we are not radical.
Oh,
This is not.
My
the
point
90s.
is, I label your ship with our colors, or our label. You will be protected while in Hutt space. No bounty hunters and no pirates will come at you, as long as you are with us. Same for the pikes.
and I suppose
There is another organization that will still try to attack you, though.
I'd like to make an above game guess and history check to see if I would know.
Yeah, give me a lore check.
Is it Crimson Dawn?
Yes.
Okay. What? Blue
Rycon
night,
wouldn't
blue
know.
nighttime.
Rycon wouldn't know, but yeah, you would know that's Crimson Dawn.
Well,
outside the game.
because like there's the Crimson Dawn and then there's the Black Sun, and then there's like two left.
Yeah. The Black Suns are typically follow the way of the Hutts, though.
Oh yeah, especially after Crimson Dawn.
Yeah. So, pretty much his deal is if you work specifically for the Hutts and take on their brand, they will help protect you from the Empire and keep off as many bounty hunters off of your head as possible.
Even the great Hondo Onaka.
Do we want to discuss
um,
this above game first?
Yes.
I would be fine discussing it above game.
Say, definitely because I want to get your all like people input, not character input. So thoughts, concerns, Salsa recipes.
This is exactly what Tindy was concerned about happening.
Okay.
And I guess is only partly surprised that it took this long for the truth to come out. They don't see that they have much of a choice but to work for the Hutts in the short term until they figure something out.
Yeah, it's sort of a, hey, let's take some safety while we can. They control a lot.
Yeah, they do.
Any
I
of like the
imagine-
browned out areas is Hut space.
It's also the thing of like, as long as you're pretty much in the outer rim, most people will not fuck with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I imagine there's a pretty good reason why Jabba has as much power as he did.
Even the mid rim, most people will look at a Hut ship and go, nope.
So yeah, Jeff,
Now,
if you look at all
this-
like the brown bits, you see how they always hit hyperspace lanes? That's how he controls the highway.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have one quick question. Joining the Hutts, like in universe, is it something you can reasonably stop working with them? Not
You-
necessarily by
There
saying,
are ways to back out of deals
Yeah.
with the Hutts, but it has to be done very respectfully.
Yeah, essentially they have to come out on top. No debts can be owed. We have to do our best not to know too much.
It's also
In
the thing
that
of like,
case-
you typically give a final payment to them of like,
Yeah.
we thank you so much for letting us work for you.
Yeah,
Here's a massive payment, a massive shipment, a massive job for you,
yeah.
and we will take our leave.
We either gotta
An
pay
exit
him or
clause.
John Wick our way out.
Mhm.
Yeah, like a definitive exit clause that we're not just indentured to you in perpetuity.
It doesn't sound like necessarily a terrible idea. It's not great, but
No, it's not. But on
It would
on a
mark you
short list of
all
options.
as not that you aren't already, but it would mark the ship and all of you as bounty hunters, space pirates, anything that is associated with the Hutts.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we were kind of hooped the minute we the Last Jedi'd somebody.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, killing them off was
We
going to
were
come back with
hooped in
repercussions.
G, my friend.
Plus, I mean, at least Tindy can say that they made an impact.
Oh yeah. You all definitely set a ripple throughout the galaxy with that plan.
And it wasn't even my plan.
I'm cool with you being the face for this.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you can be the chrome chassis of the plan. How about that?
Yeah.
I love the fact that Qui-Gon is like, you just need to help these people, and make sure they're not hurt. Throw ship into
Yeah.
massive ship, killing multiple and high-ranking officers. Him in the Force. No, I saw it coming, but I didn't think that actually do it.
He's the chrome bridge is just the big red button that says "Do not push."
What did I imagine like it would have been Tindy. He comes back. What did you do? We were left unsupervised.
Yeah.
I
I
thought I
was
was
a-
taking
Yeah, alright.
muffins. I was very wrong.
We did our
Jado,
best.
as you kind of lower the newspaper from looking at it, he just kind of looks at all you and goes, I like your style. Like,
Now do we show him the selfie?
We'll
Now
print
we
one
show
off.
the selfie.
Bridge project it to the wall.
Wow.
he looks at
Yeah,
it.
no, that would be an interesting question. Like, well, if we're wanted by the Empire, is there any way we can leverage this into a more fearsome reputation?
Exactly. We just basically got to say, and we'll do it again.
Mm-hmm.
He does laugh for like a solid 3 minutes.
Good.
At the picture. Like, he just cannot stop. As he does say, whatever deal we make, you're giving me a copy of that.
It's already in your inbox.
We've already sent it to him.
He
But if
he has
you
the guy
want
bring
it
him a data pad.
autographed, it'll cost you.
Roll me persuasion check at advantage.
Yeah, say good. Go Tindy, go.
Hey,
18.
it's not bad.
18. He kind of looks over at the picture of the wall with him and the famous musician. He looks back at all of you. I don't typically do this, but come here. And you see a person set up a
No.
camera
Yes.
as
Tindy literally says, "Your approval fills me with shame."
it should.
I've lost such emotion.
As you all get your picture taken, and he
wait.
doesn't want you
Raikon has
to
a way-
sign it.
Raikon has a way to make it cooler. Raikon's in the background. Lightsaber.
He
We're already
laughs
wanted-
again about
say,
it.
We're already wanted
He's like,
as-
all right.
We're already wanted as Jedi. They know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We take the
No,
world's coolest
if you got
selfie
it,
with this
flaunt
guy.
it. Yeah. This
They
is
take a
this is a
picture.
hell of a button, though. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah, no, isn't it great?
Oh yeah.
They
It's
take
one of those
pictures,
things
but
of
just
when
as,
you
"Wait, I
when
think I
you
blinked."
when you assign yourself to a certain group, it comes with a lot of benefits, but a lot of requirements.
You'd know, bitter black family.
Yep. As he kind of has you pass around the picture to sign it.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, so, do we have a deal? I am mainly interested in the bounty hunting. I have lots of enemies, but I also am willing to pass along some liberation jobs.
And that's what I like to. And that's what I like to hear. So Raikon's gonna take 500 of that and put 1,000 of it in the ship inventory.
All right.
I guess.
Zim, you are presented with a new tracking fob and
Alright.
sorry. Just gotta.
Before we
missed-
leave,
Go ahead.
Cindy would add the proviso, like, we won't take employment with any of your competitors, but we will need time to pursue our own ends in this. We can't work for you 24/7.
As long as you provide support here and there and help me where I need helping, I don't see why I can't keep you on a longer leash.
That does make sense.
Sounds like we have an accord.
That is very reasonable. Good call.
I glance at Raikon and just like, man, I wish I had telepathy. Just that
Well,
we can continue to pursue
we can
our studies.
Say, yeah, say if only we could just speak a language they don't. Too bad you speak Jedi, I speak Sith. We just speak.
Literally just
what?
one forwards and one's reverse.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
Oh,
He'll look at you and go, so, if you complete this job, I'll also sponsor you for the little event on Tatooine.
Boonta Eve?
Like, no, remember Jabba is
Great.
hosting the bounty hunting
Oh,
tournament there.
oh yeah.
Oh
Say,
my god.
look, America's next top
Um,
bounty hunter.
I'll
You
host
honest-
one of you
you
for the
think
Boonta
that a
Eve as
cro-
well.
Oh my god.
No, we'll be good at this. I promise.
As for an arms deal, I'd rather have the job at Kashyyyk done first, but if you make your
Naturally.
way to Tatooine afterwards, there may be a job on Bathawui.
We'll call this little foray on Kashyyyk a test of our capability.
Well, if you come back alive from this bounty hunter, then I'm sure you'll be good enough.
Indeed.
All right,
Yep. Look at
I
us
think
go.
that's what we're gonna call it.
Yeah.
so
Look at
how
us
much
go. We're gangsters.
how much do each of us need to put as credit? Because you were saying you took 500 AJ.
And 1,000 goes into ship fund.
Okay.
So you gotta
Hey.
put individually nothing.
I'll
Yeah.
put the 1,000 into the group fund then.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, you guys got 1,500 from the arms that you sold, and then you got 6,000 for delivering the target alive.
And here's how I plan on splitting it up.
I
Like,
was gonna ask.
200 each, which would include. Alright, and put the 5,000 into the group fund.
I'm very okay with that.
I'll also remind you that you are all currently at a shipyard where you are allied at, so you don't have to worry about anything.
Mm-hmm.
You can look into getting an upgrade for the ship.
Yep, we can talk about that for the next time. You know,
Yep.
Yeah,
I
we
really,
can,
I
we can
think
do
Jeff's,
that above game.
I think Jeff's proposal is very reasonable.
Yeah, everybody gets 200 and then put the rest in the ship.
That's
How much
gas
fuel
money.
did we use to get here?
See, about a week's journey. You're probably let's see. Probably got 3/4 of a tank left.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
You could easily get to Kashyyyk and back and still have 1/4 of a tank.
Lovely. All right, gentlemen. Have a lovely night.
Wait, no, we gotta
thanks
say-
as always for the fun time.
Broden's gotta say the thing.
I do
Yes,
have to say
yes.
the thing. All right, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you all won't keep committing terrorist acts.
Hey, that was self-defense.
The
To the Empire.
entire Rebel Alliance was a terrorist cell, and they're the heroes. So
That is true.
Well, protagonist.
Either way, hope everyone enjoyed watching. Join us next time. I think we should be good for 2 weeks from now to play. Hopefully. So yes, may the force be with you, and choose your role carefully.